gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the rock. Before Cam got the shit to pop, the doors closed. I felt like bad boy street team. I couldn't work the locks. Now let's go. Take them back to the plan. Me and my mama hopped in that U-Haul van. Any pessimists, I ain't talk to them. Cause I ain't had no phone in my apartment. Let's take them back to the club. It's about an hour, I stand online. I just wanted to dance. I went to Jacob an hour after I got my advance. I just wanted to shine. Jay favorite line, dog, in due time. Now they look at me like, damn, dog, you what I am. A hip-hop legend, I think I died in an accident. Cause this must be heaven. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. I'm sky high. I'm sky high. I'm sky high. Sky high. I'm sky high. Sky high. I'm sky high. I'm sky high. Sky high. Back in Gucci was the shit to rock. Back when Slick Rick got the shit to pop. I'd do anything to say I got it. Damn, them new loafers hurt my pocket. Before anybody wanted K-West beats, me and my girl split the buffet at KFC. Dog, I was having nervous breakdowns. Like, man, these niggas that much better than me. Baby, I'm going on an aeroplane, and I don't know if I'll be back again. Sure enough, I sent the plane tickets, but when she came, the kicker things became different. Any girl I cheated on, she just skeeted on. Couldn't keep it at home, thought I needed a knee alone. I'm trying to right my wrong, but it's funny them same wrongs help me write the song now. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. Sky high. I'm sky high. I'm sky high. Sky high. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky.
Yes, yes, yes. Guess who's on third? Lupe still like Lupe in the third. Here like here till I'm bitter on the curb. Peach fuzz buzz, but bitter on the verge. Let's slow it down like river on the serve. Bottle shaped body like Mrs. Butterworth. But before you say another word, I'm back on the block like I'm laying on the street. I'm trying to stop lying like I'm Rob, but I'm not lying when I'm laying on the beat. On guard, a touche Lupe, cool as the unthaw, but I still feel possessed as a gun charge to come as correct as a porn star. And the fresh pair of steps in my best phone car. So I represent the first. Now let me end my verse right where the horns are like,
I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You back at home, baby. Sky high. I'm 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 sky high. Sky high. I'm sky high. Yeah, you on it. Yeah. Feel good to be home, baby. Feel good to be home.
Hell, Breezy. Let me show you how to keep the dice rolling when you're doing that thing over there, homie. Hey, let's go! I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, but I know that I don't and I won't ever stop, cause you know I gotta win every day. She really wanna pop me, just know that you will never pop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come in, nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it. And then I'm gonna everything and anything about it, boom, about a thing. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clear to a couple niggas that I always win, and then I gotta get it again and again and again. And I be doing it together, now I move a little foul, nigga better call a ref, and everybody know my style, niggas know that I'm the best when it come to doing this, and I be banging on my chest, and I'm banging in the east, and I'm banging in the west, and I kinda give you more, and I will never give you less. You will hear it in the street, that you can read it in the press. Do you really wanna know what's next? Let's go. See the way we on it, and we all up in a race, and you know we gotta go, not try to keep up with the pace, and we struggling and hustling and set it, and get it, and we always gotta do it, take it to another place, gotta taste it, and I gotta grab it, and I gotta cut all through this traffic, just to beat at the top of the dome, but I know I gotta have it.
Chat, what is up? Guys, summer is in full swing. It is hot. It is really, really hot today. But that ain't gonna stop me. That ain't gonna stop me. We gonna keep on keeping on, even though it might be 10 gajillion degrees outside. Yippee! So, sweating your job? I feel ya. I feel ya. Ahoy! What's poppin'? How we doing? How we doing, chat? Ooh, doggy, it's hot. But oh well, welcome to summer, you know? In summer. That's how it be, that's how it be. Alright. So, chat, today. Oh, how do I accidentally highlighted chat messages and I can't unhighlight them. That's gonna bother me. Whatever. Alright, chat, today, I figured, you know, maybe we'd open up with the new segment that I like to call Twitter Rage Bait. Because I swear, every time I open Twitter, I get rage baited by something I see. The only unfortunate part is that, of course, as soon as I get this idea, I open up Twitter, there's no rage bait. There's nothing. My Twitter is dry. It's drier than the Sahara Desert, dog. I'm disappointed. There's some, like, kind of Vanguard beef, but that has to do with, like, a Discord as well, so we're not even going to talk about that. There's nothing. Which is unfortunate. Which means that if we want to yell about something for the first couple minutes of the stream, I'm going to have to go into the recesses of... I don't even know, because can you look at... I don't know. The worst part is, I would say I'd go to my likes, but I don't know if I liked any of the posts that made me mad. We're going to see if I did. I have one in mind. I have one post in mind that did spark the idea for Twitter Rage Bait that I want to talk about, so I'm going to pull it up. The only hard part is I kind of have to find it. I thought there'd be a little bit more. But chat, how do we feel about everyone's favorite game, Magic the Gathering? Chat, how do we like Magic the Gathering? That's right, chat. Today we're going to be complaining about Universes Beyond. Except we're not actually complaining about Universes Beyond. We're going to complain about people that complain about Universes Beyond and how a lot of them do it wrong. And if anything, all they're doing is hurting the cause. So we're going to go find it and pull it up. Because, man. Where it at, cuh? Where it at? Okay, I'm going to have to figure this out. So Magic the Power Creep. Actually, no, you are kind of right. Typically, I'd yell at you and call you incorrect. But lately, yeah, no, they have been... They have been doing that. Unfortunately. But that's not the biggest problem we have to deal with. That's not the biggest problem we have to deal with. It's a problem we have to deal with. It's a large problem we have to deal with. But it's not the problem we have to deal with. Okay, I don't want to repost. Can I just view the QRT? There we go. I gotta, you know, we're shifting it up onto the PC. I gotta figure out how to view the QRTs. It's not that one. It's not that image. It's a different one. It's a different one. It's not this. It's this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I envy you. Feeling indifferent is great. Unfortunately, sometimes you just get to watch the game you like get completely destroyed. But honestly, it is what it is. Here we go. Okay, we found it. We found it. Okay. So I'm sure if you have been on Twitter, in any way, shape, and form, you have seen people complaining about Universes Beyond and the retification of Magic the Gathering, the Fortnitification of Magic the Gathering. That is right. Magic the Gathering is just Fortnite now. You're sad, I'm sad, we're all sad. It honestly is a travesty. And I totally agree. I really don't like Universes Beyond. I have complicated feelings about Universes Beyond, but in the current state that it exists in, I'm not a fan, and I think it's a huge problem and needs to go away. But what really makes me mad more than Universes Beyond is when I open Twitter and I see tweets like this. Tweets like this make me a little upsetty spaghetti, all right? So as we all know, the new Magic the Gathering set is Marvel superheroes. Yay, we love a Marvel. Ah! I enjoy Marvel. I don't know why I have headphones on. I don't need these. I enjoy Marvel as much as the next guy. I'm not a hater. I think maybe the set could be cool. It's a large set. So far, all of the mains, like sized Universes Beyond sets have been slam dunks. So this one might be great too. I don't know. But of course, there's always going to be people complaining on Twitter, and that's totally fine. But let's start with reading the quote tweet, right? The quote tweet is that UB is the most Reddit thing ever. Magic players trudge through. Actually, if I scroll, can I view? There's no way to cover up the card, and then if I could view just the quote tweet, right? Where just the quote tweet is UB is the most Reddit thing ever. Magic players trudge through the defiled corpse of a game, and I feel awful for them. This alone is correct. 100% agree. I wouldn't call myself a Magic player. Hey, what's poppin'? How you doing? I wouldn't call myself a Magic player. I just go play pre-releases because my locals were canceled during pre-releases, and I would draft regularly if I got had the ability to, but unfortunately every draft near me is on Fridays, and Fridays is Vanguard locals. So I don't get the draft. But I would not call myself really a Magic player anymore. I just partake in the game from the side. This take is correct, right? Universes Beyond is the most Reddit thing ever. Right, Magic players do have to walk through the Fortnitification of their favorite card game of all time. Here's the problem. The thing that irks me is that this is in response to this card. And what is really annoying is this card is actually a really good example of Universes Beyond doing the job that it is supposed to do and doing a very good job at it. You see, the cool thing about the one credit I will give to Universes Beyond is that if there was going to be a card game to be Weiss Schwarz, Magic the Gathering is the most uniquely suited to be Weiss Schwarz, in that it is the game that has the greatest ability to accurately translate characters and stories from other media into the language of cardboard, card games, and Magic. Basically, the TLDR is Magic has the most capacity for flavorful translations. A lot of other games don't. Weiss is fine. Weiss is cool, but it is very obviously a card game with anime characters on it. And they try their best to make the cards emblematic of the characters that they're adapting, but they can really only do so much, and especially when you are just printing the same character over and over again, and with the way that, Weiss Schwarz functions as a game, you can only make so many game mechanics that are emblematic of characters. Union Arena has a similar-ish problem. They do a bit of a better job with it. They have a bit more wider mechanical depth to play with. The blue lock deck puts a card face down under the blue lock deck puts the top card of your deck face down under one of your characters, and then that character can pass the face down card to a different character. And then that character will pass it to a different character. And then that character will pop the card from under itself to do something. So it emulates soccer players passing the ball back and forth, and then the last guy shooting it at the goal by popping the face down, right? There's a lot of different ways to, evoke the flavor of a character via a card game. Magic the Gathering is the best suited for doing this thing. And when they do it well, it works very well. For the longest time, people have been honestly, the color pie alone of Magic is a better personality quiz than any BuzzFeed quiz on the planet. For the longest time, there's a whole YouTube channel where half their videos are just taking characters from different media franchises and talking about what colors they would be if they were in Magic, right? There's a guy who in the early 2000s or maybe the 2010s made an entire Star Wars Magic set that was properly themed, and it used the Alara shards, and it had all of the color pie stuff baked into it super well. All the Jedi were Bant and all of the Sith were Grixis. It was really, really cool. Magic the Gathering has been a vehicle primed for interpreting other characters for decades now. They've just never really done it officially. So my defense of UB is that if there was going to be a game to do it, Magic has the ability to do it the best. The problem is we've seen a bajillion examples of them doing that not the best, right? But this is not one of them. This is one of the few good examples. I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh would be it would be tough. Yu-Gi-Oh maybe. Yu-Gi-Oh maybe. It has a similar amount of depth to it, like mechanically, that they could do a lot of diverse things. The thing with Magic, though, is it already has a baked-in system of telling you things about a character just on the card with the color pie, right? Just if you look at a creature, if I show you a creature and I tell you what colors it is, that tells you a lot about that creature's personality. And that's huge. A Yu-Gi-Oh card can't really do that. I can just give you like its stats and its star level and like its element. It's not quite this thing. You turn on, yes, I think it's Dice Try. And his videos are awesome. Those are so fun to watch. And they're all really good. And they're like beautiful examples of how the color pie works and how you can use the color pie to tell stories and describe characters. I love Dice Try's videos. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm talking about. This is a really good example of Universes Beyond storytelling. Now, granted, the only like one downside is, yes, technically this card is only popular because of a meme. I think it's down here. We'll come back. Yeah, this card is only popular because of this meme, right? So it is a little. His Love is D&D character class video. Yeah, right. They're super good. So you could argue that it is a little bit Reddit coded because this card basically got printed because of this comic book panel just like becoming a meme. But this card is like a great representation of this character, right? People are complaining like Cure Cancer is on a Magic card, but like if you've seen the meme, you know that this is a Spider-Man villain who has the ability to like is a scientist who can like mutate like genomes and DNA and has the ability to do things like cure cancer. And when Spider-Man confronts him and is like, hey man, you're like super smart and you can do all this like bioengineering science stuff, you could probably do stuff like cure cancer. The dude just looks at him and goes, no, I actually just want to turn people into dinosaurs. And it's really funny and got memed, but this card does a good job of representing that because of its abilities, right? When it enters or attacks, you choose one. You could cure cancer, which is gain 3 life, or turn people into dinosaurs. And a lot of people are like memeing on it saying like, wow, Magic the Gathering only deems curing cancer worthy of gaining 3 life? That's kind of whack, right? But it's because it's supposed to be emblematic of his character. When you play the Sauron, you're supposed to feel like Sauron. And when presented with the opportunity of curing cancer or turning people into dinosaurs, you're supposed to pick turning people into dinosaurs. Because A, it's kind of funny, but B, like that's what the character does, and the card is meant to be emblematic of that, right? So this is like a pretty decent example of like the strengths of Universes Beyond is that it can take characters from the other IPs and translate them into the game very, very well. Right? This is a card that has 2 abilities, but you're heavily incentivized to pick one of those abilities. And then the joke being that the one you don't want to pick is the one that on paper sounds good and is the one you should do if you want to like be a good person or whatever. Right? But this card's like fine. This card's like a cool example. So this is a weird card to quote tweet this. I get it if you're like, I think this card only exists because of the meme, right? You don't get as much of a pass if you're like, they put Cure Cancer on a Magic card. Isn't that wacky? Like, they Redditified my game. There's Cure Cancer in Magic. Like, that's a bit of a thing. But then people start replying to this with like this tweet, right? Me when I see one of the best top-down designs in years and don't know enough about Magic to enjoy it, right? It's literally this meme of like, wait, no, like people complaining about Universes Beyond, and you're like, yeah, Universes Beyond sucks. And then they show you an actually like cool Universes Beyond card, and you're like, wait, hold on. No, that's actually like a cool one. There are plenty that you can complain about that are not cool. Why are you complaining about the cool one, right? And now you're literally just this guy. And all people reply with is this card, which is an example of a which it's supposed to be an example of a bad Universes Beyond card, right? Of like, this card sucks. It's the ratification of Magic. Actually, I don't think it sucks. This is actually a pretty good example of top-down design. You know what else is a good example of top-down design? Here's a bad Universes Beyond. You don't think that the Universes Beyond card I don't like is bad? Well, let me reply to one that I know is bad, right? And it's this. But this is a terrible counter-argument, because one of the problems with Universes Beyond that people are actually complaining about is the fact that these are in standard, right? The bigger problem with Universes Beyond is that they're standard sets. This means that you are forced to, and if you don't like Universes Beyond, that's too bad. You are forced to interact with Universes Beyond if you want to play the game of Magic the Gathering, right? You don't really get a choice. These cards are going to be in Standard, and therefore are going to be in Pauper, Modern, and probably even Vintage. We just saw a card that got revealed that might like make Vintage go crazy, right? You're going to see these cards. These cards are not exclusive to your freaking C-word game, right? You're going to have to interact with these cards, and that's the thing that's kind of bad about it, because the people that just want to play Magic no longer have the choice to just play Magic, right? That's the real problem. But when you respond with a card like this is an example of Universes Beyond being fine. Because this is an alt art of a Magic card that already exists, and it's a secret lair that you have to go way out of your way to acquire, right? So if you don't like Universes Beyond, you don't have to interact with this card at all. You have to go way out of your way to interact with this card, right? You have to go find the secret lair, not even like a regular Magic product you can find it in LGS. You have to go online, wait in a stupid queue, and then buy this, or like find it on the secondary market on like TCG Player, and then put it in your deck, right? But if you want to play Swords to Plowshares, the Magic card, you can just play the Magic card, right? There's no Magic version of Sauron Dino Devotee. If you don't like this, you have to interact with it, and that sucks, right? But this, you don't have to interact with this. If you don't want to deal with Dwight Schrute Swords to Plowshares, cool, don't buy it. Go buy the regular Magic version, right? There's been 8,000 printings of this card in Magic. This is like the 20th print of this, and it's an alt art. So, like, it's really annoying to see people, like, and again, it's down here, like, posted as this, like, incredible own of people, like, defending Universes Beyond, but, like, these are all examples, like, you're arguing for the wrong thing. It's the classic example of, like, you are arguing for the right thing, but for all of the wrong reasons, and because of that, you're actually hurting the original argument, right? So it's doing an actual disservice to the people that have genuine criticisms about Universes Beyond, because, like, correct point, wrong card, and then again, wrong card for the response that you're trying to go for. Right? This card can't be an epic own because this is completely avoidable. You don't have to deal with this, right? But this, you do have to deal with, and you can make that argument. The problem is that argument is never made. And that's what, like, irks me, is, like, you people just, like, get an idea from the internet, internalize it, and then when you go to argue it, you don't actually, like, understand the thing you are arguing for. Therefore, you are just repeating things that you've heard and seen with, like, zero understanding as to why you're saying them, right? Like, probably a stolen tweet that you got from somewhere else because you're replying to the wrong card with this. And then when someone goes, hey, actually, you're replying to the wrong card with this opinion, you reply to that with what you believe to be an epic own that you've probably screenshotted from Twitter, but actually, all it does is hurt your argument. Because this doesn't do anything for your argument. This has nothing to do with your argument. It's like almost a completely different thing, right? But it's like, office Magic card, universe bad. Office Magic card, universe UB bad. Oh, you think UB card cool? Get office Magic card. I mean, UB bad. So it's just so frustrating to see stuff like this of, like, people trying to just, I guess it's just people trying to just have the correct take, but they don't actually have that take themselves. They just stole it from somewhere else, so they have no idea what that take actually is. So when they go to, like, defend it, they just, like, do it all wrong. It's really annoying. Running to the start so I could VOD watch and stream, help me in the future. Oh, valid. I respect it. Dude, that's the cool thing about YouTube streaming is you guys can rewind. That's, like, it's super sick. That happened with Spider-Man where they only released the Magic card in Arena. Well, that was different. That was because they couldn't get they bungled it somehow on their licensing agreement, and they couldn't get the digital rights to Spider-Man. They only had the printing rights. They had no actual, like, digital rights for the IP of Spider-Man, so they couldn't put them on Arena, so they had to release, like, the Magic versions. And you can tell. I actually don't think they should do that. I think it's really bad. That's not like it's just the play they had to make. I don't think it's like the correct move. I wonder if the reason they're targeting Sauron and Swords of Plowshares alt art is because it's popular rather than looking for cards to fit there. That's what I'm saying, right? Like it's just like the popular cards. Right? Everyone goes, "Oh, Dwight Schrute on a Magic card. That mean you be bad." And it's like, but when you like think about it, this has nothing to do with the counter argument being made. So it's just posting random UB card because Dwight Schrute, get it? Dwight holding giant thing. Isn't this ridiculous? Isn't this Reddit haha funny? And it's like, yeah, but you can just ignore it, right? You can't ignore this. And that's like the main problem. But oh well. Stuff like this makes me mad. Like because that's the worst part. Is like this is correct. This is right. Right? But by tagging it to this post, well, now you just look wrong. And now it hurts everyone else's argument that Universes Beyond is bad. Because now everyone else also thinks people are saying it just to say it. So, like, guys, just have your own... At the end of the day, guys, just have your own opinions. It's the biggest thing. Just have your own opinions, man. It's like... I don't want to say it's not that hard, but, like... Guys, just get your own opinions. Dude, my whole thing is just Dexerto and Gorillas. That was the only like actual Spider-Man trailer. That was the only like big rage bait thing I could find in the past couple days. Everything else, like no one has really said much of anything. I was hoping for more rage bait, but oh well. One of the Magic players, my play group is out there giving more attention to UB and not Magic lore, and the power creep of UB cards is insane. Like set the set, yes, perfectly great examples, right? They are clearly power creeping, and I think, did they say this, or was it only theorized? I think it might have been only theorized, but like, they are very obviously power creeping UB cards so that people play with them, and it makes sense, right? When they partner with these IPs, those IPs are partnering with Magic, expecting for their IPs to get played and to get seen, right? So Magic kind of has to make these cards good enough for people to play them. But in doing that, they end up power creeping things and pushing the envelope a little too far, and that's what we've seen with things like VV, right? And stuff like that, Trimble Cup, is they have to make these UB mythics big and flashy and powerful so people play them and they actually make a splash in Standard. But in doing so, they end up pushing the envelope a little bit too far, and then those cards break, and it's really annoying and bad. And also, yeah, we're returning to Universes Beyond settings quicker than we're returning to most Magic planes. That's also kind of crazy. But like every UB set we're getting this year is somewhere we've already been, which is insane. And it's only year 2. It's year 2, and we're already going back to multiple places we've already been. It's ridiculous. Now, if I have my opinion, that I mean I could be wrong. I'd rather lean on someone else's opinion when they're wrong and pretend I was against the entire time. That's, you know, you're really thinking. We're really using their brains there. That's a phenomenal idea. That's honestly, that's the tech right there. That's the secret tech. I respect it. You can't be hating on the strat, you know. Oops. Open this. You cannot be hating on the strat. All right. Oops, I typed it wrong. Boom. All right, champ. That's gonna do it for today's installment of crashing out at Twitter. More stuff will happen in the future, assuredly. Assuredly more things will happen in the future. Oh, it's doing the thing where I can't put up the game. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Alright, chat. Let's play some Chaotic. Let's play some more Chaotic. We gotta I gotta acquire my scan, and then we got a deck build, and then we'll like play a game or something. If NTGs were more popular and had more money, they and an alternate universe could make Pokemon cards. No. Because like Avatar: The Last Airbender is not a competing IP to Magic the Gathering, right? They're not gonna put like Pokemon in Magic the Gathering because that is like a direct competitor. That is another trading card game. they're not gonna want people to go over to Magic. The Pokemon Corporation is not wanting people to go over and play Magic instead. They definitely like if they had enough money to do that, they would do it by just buying out those entire companies, right? Like they can't actually like. Then they would never. No one would ever agree to that, right? Yu-Gi-Oh would never agree to being a Universes Beyond set. Maybe they would, but that'd be insane. That'd be probably one of the dumbest business moves of all time. But I don't know. Who knows? Granted, I'm not Wizards of the Coast. Dude, all of a sudden I'm only getting one mission from the Riverlands. What the heck is going on? It's so annoying. Play Devil Guy. We're gonna do the Magic the Gathering. Allow 2 masters to use Jace and because that's the same company. They're the same company. That's their own stuff. Actually, it's funny. They didn't allow Duel Masters to do anything. They're the same company. That's both Wizards of the Coast. A good example, I think actually Duel Masters did a collab with WeCross. I think there's a Tama in Duel Masters. Deal damage for each tribe included in your army. Oh. We're playing Overworld only. But yeah, that's the same thing. I think there's a WeCross collab in Duel Masters, so like that's a better example. But that's just like those are all the ones that aren't the Magic ones. Those are all promos, right? Companies will do cross promotion like that all the time, right? If it's like Magic printed a Pikachu card, right? That's a bit different than doing an entire Pokemon set, right? Also, like, they're all promos. There's no, like, profit involved. It's just pure cross-promotion. They didn't actually, like, sell the Magic cards. They were, like, promos. So that's, like, a little bit different. Like, Magic wouldn't do, like, a Pikachu secret lair, right? Unless maybe they did it and, like, split the pros. I don't know. That sounds like a sketch. I don't know. That sounds like a little wild and wacky. Maybe they would. Maybe they could. But, I don't know. It seems a little sussy baka. Do a Vanguard collab, bring Magic players to the game. Wow, that'd be... Dude, Magic players hate Vanguard. Dude, you think Magic players hate Yu-Gi-Oh? Dude, you should see Magic players talk about Vanguard. They hate that game. And I get it. What do we get? Lake Kenny Po. Music may not be targeted. Oh, that's cute. Unfortunately, that's not the location we want. I need the swamp, dude. I need the freaking swamp, man. Whatever. Oh, dude, I got a slushie from Sheets, dog. It's so good, but it's so hot, it's already melting. That sucks. Normally I'm able to sip on that for a hot minute, but it is going. The actual Duel Masters run of the TCG walls start to burn. Hey, good thing that's not gonna happen. Good thing that's not gonna happen. So you don't gotta worry about a thing. You don't gotta worry about a thing. I mean, it'd be cool. I'd love to see it, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, we gotta upgrade our deck. Which means... I gotta figure out how to do that. So there's this... Oh, create a new deck. Perfect! We're calling it water. Calling it water. Okay, so we want to try... So we want this guy for sure. We want to try Loma. Our new buddy. These guys are nice and big. And then... What do we got? Are these both vanillas? Vanillas, but this guy has music counters on him. But he's weak. But he has music counters on him. I think our front line's strong enough. We could play some more counters. Yeah, let's play some more music counters. Okay. Battle gear. What do we want to equip? This is going to be the tough one. Is what do we want to equip guys with? Creature gains water 5. It's really good. We could honestly do it on Crescectus to make him Gigantor. What's his wisdom? It's only 40. Person that can appreciate the dial-up days. Honestly, yeah, low key. Low key, it does kind of feel like that. The orb. Energy, drop power, doesn't really matter. Also wisdom. Courage. If equipped, creatures overall against one creature does water damage, he'll fire. Oh, this card's also great. So we can either make someone have super courage Or we can make do we give Crescectus water 5? I think we do, because we can just make him a bomb. No, we give him water 5, because I have a card that can make him just nuke people. And then we'll make one of these guys have super courage and heal themselves constantly. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. The other guy can have whatever leftover gear. This is Defender Water 5. What do you want to... Does she need wisdom? She's already at 60 wisdom. But, like, giving these guys stats doesn't really help them because they're not fighters. We might end up fighting with Loma. So let's just give Loma a bunch of wisdom. And more energy. That helps her be a defender. She only has 40 energy. So that'll help balance out the 10 less damage. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go... 25 wisdom. Let's make him a wisdom slammer. Let's give you the orb. Even though we're gonna eventually end up fighting with this if things go bad. So let's give it the orb just to try to save our butts. And just maybe make him healthier. Sacrifice Music Slayer. Or I can just give him more music. Actually, no. Give him more music counters. That's actually huge. Now he has 3 heals. Now we have 3 15 energy heals. That's massive. Okay. That looks good. Music. We actually have more music now. So that is really nice. We'll deal the sniper music. That's the heal. Let's go... Destroy all battle creature that a creature gains 10 energy. This might be a useful tech. That card's useless. The heal is nice. That could be useful in ends an element type of our choice. Being able to give things earth, it might be relevant. I think, and then we need one more random music. Probably this one, because the other 2 are really bad. Feels good. Okay. Let's do locations before we do attacks. So, we need to do definitely Cure City, because that's wisdom and makes our overworld creatures better. Music counters is good. Beginning at all your creatures, you'll have energy. Nice. Initiative Wisdom. Initiative War Beast, no. Speed, no. The Riverlands, absolutely. More Wisdom. Definitely not the Storm Tunnel. Definitely not the Storm Tunnel. The rest of these are kind of rough. And we need 4 more. I think we just do these 4. I think that's fine. Okay. Now we need attacks. This is where this gets tricky. Okay, so we definitely want this Rust Toxic because this is going to make... Crossus is going to do so much. He's going to do 5, 10, 20, 30. This is a 30 damage attack if we win the Courage Challenge with Prosectus. So that's a crazy card. We basically have to play. Let me look at our expensive things. So definitely not that. Definitely not that. We might end up teching this in. We don't have a lot of power. 45. Okay, we got 65 on Realm. That might be relevant. That's a good 0. So we should play that. We're definitely doing the Wisdom one because we have a lot of Wisdom. Yes, this one's pretty good. Little Earth leaning, but it's not bad. This one's also a little Earth leaning. Let's not get crazy. If we need 0s... honestly, we might be able to play Torrent of Flame. Liquidescent Swirl is a little greedy. I get that we can get it. We can get it back off Hydro Balls, but, like, that's a little... I don't know. It seems like a little sussy baka. No. No. Did I have fun with Team Turtle? Team Turtle. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm not gonna lie. A little confused. I don't know what Team Turtle means. Yep, good water card. This card does a lot of damage. Challenge Wisdom, yep. Seems great. That seems very specific. Wisdom water damage is good. Tartarecker? I didn't play Tartar. I'll play Tartarecker today. I haven't played Tartarecker. I'll do it today. I'm not afraid. I think we can win some courage stuff. Reverberate's like kind of okay. I think we have better cards now. Does it show us our points? I don't think it does. We just have 4 cards. So I have to count them manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so you have 16 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are at 9s. Yeah. 9, 18. So we have 2. So we have 4 slots and 4 points. So I can play 4 1s. It will warn you when you go over. Okay, cool. So you have 4 slots. We can do 4 1s. I don't think we have any more 2s that we're playing. So I think we just play a couple 1s. I'd like these for stacking. Especially now that we have, like, gooder cards. I don't know if we're going to have enough earth to actually resolve this. We might end up actually being underpointed. Because we just don't have, like, good... Or we could just play Torrent. We can go cut these, go double Torrent. That's not Torrent. Wait, that is Torrent. Wait, what? Oh, these arts are so similar. Play double Torrent and then a 0. And we have a couple 0s we can play. Like, this courage is pretty solid. So we're going to have 65. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, he's going to have 50 courage. Does one of these give him courage? This gives him courage. So he'll be at 65 courage plus his support courage. So, like, I think we can hit that. I think we can lob these. And that's the deck, baby. We did that kind of clean. Or water gaming. So let's save that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then let's go fight. I'll go fight the Tartarecker, man. I'm gonna double save it just in case. Alrighty, let's play some AI. Tartarecker. Freaking turtle. Overall control deck that leans on Tartareck, healing, and utility magic. Let's see how this goes, baby. Overworld v Overworld. It's kind of spooky dooky. Okay, so let's see. I can load deck now. Load water. Boom. All right. Starting at the Riverlands. So wisdom, if a creature does water. Oh, this card's crazy. Okay, so we want to fight. Oh, it's all Tartareckers? Wait, what? He has 90 wisdom? Oh no, our whole deck like doesn't work. Oh no, he has 90 wisdom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can only get to like 85. Oh, shoot. Always has been. This is gonna be interesting. Wow. So this is the deck. This is like probably the worst matchup we can have. So I guess we just try to nuke them with Prosectus. That's like our best bet. Especially because we're gonna have the Riverlands to back us up. So let's just go middle in the middle. Yeah, that's initiative wisdom. He's gonna win all of those. What is he doing? Oh no. All right, Mind Strike off the top is bad. As long as a target creature gains 10 courage. Okay, so they're unbeatable stat-wise. All right. We didn't top deck the nuts. We can probably do this. So, like, we're not going to win any challenges. And it's 50 or less. So we just have to chuck this. Our music's also pretty bad. Can't move. We don't need the element yet. Fireproof doesn't do anything because he has no elements. And then we have a heal in our pocket. We can pop a battle gear. And then we can snipe nothing. They have no elements. Okay. What's his battle gear? Gains 10 power and 10 wisdom. Okay, awesome. Awesome. That's so cool. Wow, so he's 110 wisdom, gang. I don't think our wisdom deck is going to do too much to him. So you have, like, basically no music. So that's cool. We just got a new... And he drew Rust Toxic. Okay. Oh, wait, that's actually not bad. That's just 10. We need to draw our Rust Toxic. That's how we win. Okay, well, that's awesome. We just got to deal the water damage to heal, so we'll do this for 10. Just gonna keep trying to heal off the Riverlands and doing this water damage. Heal 10 to target overrule creature until end of turn damage. I think it's fine. We're gonna have to. He's gonna have a ton of defensive music too that we have to like burn through. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's not water, right? He's not water. Okay, yeah. But that's just 15. All right. Bomb. Yes. Okay, huge. This is like, I think this, if I did the math right, this is like, oh, wait, we don't have the courage. It's only 20, but it's still 20. 20 is still good. That puts him down to 5. Get bonked. Song of Resurgence for healing 20. Gee, 20 for 1 music counter? That card's good. Go for it, boss man. Okay, Acid Wash is another just 15. So we'll go down to 10. Yes, okay, cool. This is a stat check. Oh, we're only at 40 wisdom. That's not good. I need to do water damage. So we're either dealing 5 water damage or 10 damage. I think we just have to do the 10 damage. We're trying to race him. Okay. Wisdom for 10. It's not lethal, right? Yeah, that's not lethal. Okay, make him lose some courage. Nice. All right. Battle 1 down. Sorry if I clapped really loud. Battle numero uno is completo. Poof. All right. We can move. I don't know if we want to move anything. Maybe we just move Loma up. So use Defender. I can intercept. I think we do just start popping our Defender. Like, right. There's no reason to save Defender. Let's just use it. Again, Wisdom, when an OMC, a Mount Pillar, become location. Uninfect all creatures. Okay, so that does nothing. Okay, so we're winning in speed and power. Okay. Stat check, your engaged creature gains. Ooh, so that's really bad for us. He's gonna gain water. We take no damage, which is nice. But him gaining water is kind of spooky dooky. We're not winning courage. We're not winning the Wisdom challenge. So that sucks. So here's just 10. Okay. Heal 10? Fine. We'll take that. Oh. And our hand's kind of bricked. So we'll just do some damage. 20? Oh. Wow. What's the battle gear on this one? Is this the scope? Yeah, it's just the extra wisdom and energy. Okay. The scout doesn't do anything. Oh, yeah. What's his gear? Okay, equipped creature can water 5. Equipped creature cannot be the target of abilities. It's fine. We don't know the other 2. Okay. And we're currently fighting this one? Yeah, okay. So he gets water, so he gave him water and he has water 5. That's really good for him. But we can get his courage down. We might be able to kill him. We get his courage low. We force him to do stuff. He wins courage, so this is only 20. He doesn't have earth, so this is only 15. But with water 5, it's 20. So I should live. Oh, it's only 10. Maybe he failed a check and I just messed it up. No, he's winning the courage challenge, so it's 10. Doesn't matter. We'll take it. I don't know what I messed up there. We're still losing the courage fight. That's fine. So challenge wisdom, and we're gonna lose. Okay, so all of our whole hand does 0. The whole hand does 0. I can threaten lethal because now that he's acquired water, I can fire off our snipe. Where is it? Deal 10 damage to target creature with elemental type earth or water. So we're going to pop this off of, I guess, Relum. Targeting this guy. Threaten lethal. Cool. All right. I feel like they need a better indicator of who's battling just in case there are 2 copies. The only indicator we have is you hover it, and you can see, if you look at the energy, it shows you the current energy. So you just hover over whichever one has taken damage. Basically is the only way to do it. Ooh, we have initiative power, though. And he is low power. He's only 45 power. So we'll win the power fight. So we can fight this guy. We don't need abilities for that. So what do we have power? He has 67 power. 45. If it's tied, I think turn player wins. And then this is what? A courage? So is there a way to beat his courage? He's at 90 courage. I can try for Relum. Additional 15 courage. It'll have the water. It'll have 15 courage, the water heal, plus some courage off of these two guys. We win the initiative. I think we go here. I think we go Relum into Tartarek. I think this is the play. We did win. Okay, so yeah, we win initiative. We're winning in power and speed. Courage, we're only losing by 2. Oh, we're so close. Winning it by freaking 2. So the 2 stats that we need to be winning in, we are not winning in. That is unfortunate. Let's get rid of. Well, we're never winning a wisdom challenge, so let's just get rid of that. That sucks, man. We're just down by 2. Mind strike. Yep, not bad. Okay, here we go. Stat check challenge power. Kaboom! Doing some damage. We're in a really bad part of our deck, but we're doing damage, and he's trying to play some stupid defense. Ooh. Ooh. I think we burn. Yeah, this is the only time we're ever going to be able to use this. So let's play this. Is it who are we fighting with? This one? Yeah, 40 55, 40 55. Yeah, this one. Make him earth. Make him earth so we can trigger this and he can heal. Boom. All right. Riptide. Ooh, okay, we're losing courage. That's really bad. We wanted to be able to play a Riptide, but oh well, what can you do? 50 or less isn't going to happen, but we'll be able to hit him for some damage. 10. I forget what battle gear we have already. Oh, it's the heal. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we just want to keep doing water damage. He's going to gain water, but it might be too late for that. Oh, man. Ever going to win a courage? It's going to be really hard. Maybe if I would have moved up Vidov, that would have triggered for his courage, because I don't think he's moved yet. Maybe I should have done that. We're drawing into bad parts of our deck, boys. Well, we're never winning a wisdom challenge, so we have to discard this. Oh, shoot. I feel like we have like a pretty good advantage in this fight. We're just not drawing what we need. This is just 10. Do we save this for Crossectus? But even Crossectus is only 60 courage. He's also never getting up there, so let's just fire it now to threaten lethal. All right, we got him. Let's scoot these guys up to trigger our Relum courage. Pass there. Let's just keep using Defender. That feels pretty good. Wisdom for 10. Okay. Oh, more Riverlands. Nice. Okay, so Loma's gonna get chunky. We just gotta keep dealing water damage. We're winning in power and speed. We need to win in courage, dog. That sucks. I should have included. I think I have a power version of this that like we should have hindsight included, but oh well, it's fine. I think we're gonna be able to slam him here. I think our hands are just better. Okay, finally. What is it? 10? Oh, it's lethal. Nope, I missed something. I thought we were winning in power. Yeah, we're plus 9, whatever. So tap 20? Jeez. Lucky this is a stat check, so he well, that'll kill him, but like I don't know if I want to burn this already. Right? Because that's 20 damage. And I still have heals off Vidov. He has 3 more Tartaraks. I don't know if we burn the Mind Strike right now. I think we want to hold this for 20 damage. I think we just like bank off this Vidov heal. I think we just discard. We'd use this as an opportunity to discard this out of our hand. He's going to Mind Strike us for 20. We go to 5. Right? Because he gave himself water. No, I don't think he even gave himself water yet. This might just be 15. So we should live no matter what. Yeah, okay, it was just 15. Strike. Dude, imagine we just double Mind Strike a Tartarak out of the game. I think we get greedy. Chad, I think we get greedy. I think we have Mujik to play with. And that's only 5 damage. Oh, clutch. How did I draw this again? I literally just reshuffled my deck and we drew this. That's actually the most unlucky thing on the planet. But again, I think we have room to be greedy. Wisdom deal 10. We're going to pop the Vidov now. Kill the Loma. Yep. And then kill him with this. Yep. There we go. And now our hand is crazy. And we're fighting. We will lose the initiative, which sucks. If I need Mirage locations, it doesn't matter. So we just want to go someone with big enough wisdom. Which honestly might have to be Loma. Does this have, because she has the wisdom buff? Orb, courage. Oh, this is 25 wisdom. So he'll be big enough. So we can do this realm. And he's pretty surrounded, so he should have big courage as well. So let's do the realm. And we're just gonna nuke him out of the... Okay, orb, that's fine. Rust toxic. It'd be better if he had the stats to do it. Oh, we're just gonna hit him with Mind Strike nukes. And we should be able to just two-shot him. He's gonna get water, but it's not gonna matter. Hit him with a two-shot. Boom! Clean. Scoot Vidal for Realm's courage, and then we're chilling. Pop the defender. Because Loma's really strong. Hydro balls. That's a good. I mean, that's good for him to start with that early. Engage is 50 or less. But we have water 5. Challenge wisdom. I don't know if this matters. What is this? Gain 10. Okay, so things are just bigger. That's fine for us. And Master Duel. Pew stinky. The WC qualifiers in Master Duel. Ew, yuck. Oh, you guys can't even see my hand. I guess no one cares. I guess no one really needs to see my hand. Whatever. I just got how we doing. We're doing pretty good. We're actually kind of crushing it. I thought this was gonna be a lot harder than it actually was. What do we want to do here? I think this is just the most damage. We're never resolving the effect either, so let's just deal some damage. Mind Strike's good. That's good for him. Oh, another Insanity. That kind of sucks. Well, those don't deal damage, so let's just hit them. I'm still feeling pretty good. That's a challenge. I guess the only thing that does damage. So that's they don't care. More of them still need understanding everything. That's fine. I mean, all we're doing is we just pick a card out of the hand and throw it on the table. That's really all we're doing. And we win! Hey! Cleaned his clock. Cleaned his clock. Alright, Kid Blaze, are you happy that we blew up Tartarekker? Didn't even lose a fight. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. I'm gonna move my camera though so that you guys can see. Oops, that's not my camera. I guess I'll let chat be able to see what's going on. Where do I put chat? I'll figure out where to put chat when we get into the game. Just for Chaotic got revealed, but it was the first set is gonna be like a first set reprint. I need to look into that. I think that's I like heard rumors, but no like hard confirmation. But we'll see. Oh, just wanted to see. Look, when you saw his board, yeah. I mean, I was not expecting 6 freaking turtles, but blew them up. Let's go. Let's keep going down the line. Let's fight Sarah. Let's blow up Sarah. I know how to build my deck, dog. Load the deck we built. I almost hit click forfeit. Lock it in. Why am I getting a tutorial? I know how to play the game. Okay, chat, you're gonna go right here. Oh wait, no, that would cover up the creature. You're gonna go Bro, where the heck did I put you guys last time? Feels weird, but you're gonna go down here. There you go, chat. You're just a little small. You're just a little bit small. Just a little bit small. We'll check out the news after I blow up Sarah. I don't know what any of her Wigan cards do, but let's read. Okay, so this is our falls. So we get the initiative. The beginning of combat, all engaged creatures gain 5 energy until end of turn. All right, so this kind of sucks. But we get the initiative, so we can try to blow up something important on her board. Okay, so she wants this in the discard pile, so let's not kill that. Okay, that seems broken. Let's try to kill the broken guy. He has 1 billion wisdom. So let's fight him with the thing that doesn't rely on wisdom, which is Cross Sectus. Right? What does this do? That's vanilla. Okay, let's try to kill Lore. That guy looks crazy. I don't know why it's giving me a tutorial. All right, and then before this starts, I'm gonna go here. There we go. Now you all can see everything. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Check out Chaotic Rewind? No, because I don't really want to play Constructed Chaotic. I feel like having to scan cards and acquire them and slowly build our deck is really fun. I really like it. It tickles my brain a little more than just going on Rewind and just playing the game. I'll just play the game when the game comes out. For now, we're doing Rewind. Oh, he only has 30 health. Okay, so he's going to want to burn his... Oh, dude, that's crazy. That's a 20 damage life swing. So we have to just hope we top deck into some swag, and we can just nuke him out of the game. We want to save the mud for when we can actually gain the health, so let's just do the Insanity. Wow, this does feel pretty bad. Oh, you do it? I thought Rewind was just a sim. What's Rewind? I thought Rewind was just straight up the sim. And then... Or am I thinking of Recode? Is Recode the sim? I think Recode might be like the just a sim. Or Tissimo. Alright, you're a dweeb. I think we're still winning what we need to be winning, though. Yeah, we are. Okay. It's stat check, though. Okay, so he misses the stat check, so it's just 5. Yeah, and then we'll immediately heal it back off of the mud. So that's good. Force him to start using his ability. Yep. Yeah, Recode is build in battle. But, like, wait, is Recode just a straight-up sim where you just have all of the cards at the start, or do you have to, like, acquire them somehow? I'm getting two different things. He's going to lure again. Sure. Is he going to go all 3 lures? He's going to lure into Power Pulse, but he's not. It's going to be 10, 20, so this is just puts us at 15? No? Oh, he did it in... Okay, I see what happened there. Power for 10. Unfortunately, we want to save the Mind Strikes for later. They're going to be more important later down the road. Lore. Didn't take any damage there. What did I miss? I missed something. Not winning the Courage challenge. Okay. Okay. Recode is the sim, but Rewind format on there is played using the cards in your Rewind collection. Okay, Recode is the sim. Rewind format is you play using the Rewind collection. What is the difference between Rewind and Portal to Param? Oh, this hand's so bad. We're getting all of our stupid wisdom challenges. We're still going to threaten some stuff. Negate target music card. What? So you just played that for no reason? Oh, what the heck is that? That is so many words. Adjacent creatures gain defender. When a Mandiblore or an affected creature is placed in a discard pile, she gains a music counter. Activate Hive. Hive music counters on Alexia count as Mandiblores. Wait, music counters count as Mandiblores you control. She can't mix our unique. Okay, so this is the big Danian queen, I guess. Yeah, the Danian queen. I can read. Okay. So she's like the Hive queen. She has her little worker ants. Okay, so she can pop the counter and activate Hive, and then it just activates Mandiblores. Okay, it's the Danian's leader. Yeah, we pieced that together. So he's going to Shadow Strike on a Courage challenge that he is not winning. Oh, because I misunderstood how challenges work. That's what happened, and then he's dead. How did he die? Oh, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. Move up the Loma, pass, and then we just want to defend on the Loma. Oh, this is the guy that she wants to die. I don't think we have a choice. Don't call me Bug Man. I'm not playing no bugs. This is a crustacean. Alright? Let's slow it down there. Your engaged creature defeated this turn. Draw 2 attack. Okay, that's a good combo. This thing is interesting, though. It has 65 energy for something that you want to die. But oh well. We're losing... Oh, we're still not going to be winning in Courage with Riptide. We're going to be down by 1. Another Aftermath test, okay. Okay, another Riptide. That's good. We're still losing... Oh, wait, no, we're winning Courage challenges now. Perfect, perfect. Immunity counters are being traded as Mandiblores because Hive Bite... Yeah, I've read a bunch that are like, you would do this equals the amount of Mandiblores you control, and then I'd read my cards and be like, I don't have any freaking Mandiblores. Yeah, no, that seems really good. Like, if she plays the Mandiblore cards, we're going to be in trouble. Rewind has you pick a location to port to, then after an amount of hours based on collection amount, you get a scan, Portal to Param in front of your... Yeah, that's Portal to Param is the exact same thing, but I think it's the first 3 sets of the game, so there's no Marillions. It's not it's true. It's a crustacean. I said nothing incorrect. But yeah, it doesn't have Marillions because it's only the first 3 sets. So I guess if anything, it's like more emblematic of Standard. So it's a power challenge. We're not losing it, so this is just a raw 10. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, perfect. We're winning courage. Nice. And then this nuke's for 20 right now. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize this is the music can't be targeted. Okay, rest toxic for just 5. Yep. Another one of these. I kind of want to hold the mind strike for something more important. But it also, yeah, because Loma's not going to die. Rewinds on set 4. Okay. Submersion has 10-hour wait on scans. Otherwise, I don't. Yeah, this one's 6 hours. Collection based. Okay. You're not winning the stat checks. Again, 5. It's not throwing anything. Ooh, we need the rest toxic for Crustaceous. So maybe we discard it? No, he just had lethal. Yeah, let's not get crazy. He's gonna scoot. Cool. Does this matter? Oh, wait. Is this... I don't know. Cage creature. Login screen. So I have to play it in a incognito Chrome tab. That's how I did it. I've also heard that other people have to refresh their cache. But for me, the incognito Chrome tab did. Okay, this card's awesome. Riverlands, if a creature deals 10 water damage, deal 5 energy. This is the combo we want. The bank needs 5 energy for each Mandiblore. I think we use this to chunk through this big guy. Yeah, because this card is awesome. So we're going to go for the Crustaceous here. So he's going to get probably big, right? Or she has to activate the hive. She has to actually activate the effect that activates the hive. Rust Toxic is fine. Check it. Oh, we got double. Huge. Watch this. Boom. That's only like 5 damage. Boom. Rust Toxic, nothing. Here's 10. Boom. Look at that. Clean. Clean. Bro got slammed. Let's just scoot these guys up for our Relums, and we'll pass there. Yeah, deleted my cookies in that. I guess got it to work for me. It was the only thing I could do. I mean, if it works, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, that was awesome. That was the game plan right there. Very large collection. Games only have a 9-hour timer. Oh, there you go. Only 9 hours. But I don't know. It's just the one I saw. Oh, we're losing courage. No, it's gonna actually hit us for 10. Got 75 courage. Dang. Good thing our wisdom stat checks actually work now. This guy sucks. He's just a vanilla. Is he a Mandiblore? He's a Mandiblore. That's why you play him. Okay, I was gonna say, like, this guy's garbage. Let's. I mean, this is also. I mean, this is great. 20 is good, but I want to get these out of our hand. Well, actually, no. She probably doesn't have any more good wisdom. Yeah, we can beat all of that. But I want to get these small things out of our hand because I don't think this guy's threatening like at all. Okay, double Shadow Strike's pretty good. I thought 6 was bad. Yeah, right. Golly gee willikers. Okay, now we just kill you. This won't work against some other things, so let's lethal with this. Okay, perfect. Artifact. Okay, Llama. Okay, he's maneuvering around the Prosectus. For each Mandiblore you control, that's totally fine. I think we can still beat. Is this the good Relum? This is the big Courage Relum. And the heal. Yeah, we can just beat on him with this. This should be enough to blow him up. Our newer account is like 2 hours. Okay, that's not terrible. Power Pulse. You're winning nothing. Perfect. Perfect. We don't have the 70, unfortunately. So this will be 20. Do that. We should heal off that, I believe. Yeah, perfect. Now the Power Pulse. We don't have the Earth yet. Let's hold it. We can do 10. I'd like to save this for when Loma gets smacked next turn. To just blow up the Alexia. Is it Alexia? Yeah, Alexia. Perfect. That's fine. Here is 10, which we'll heal off of. I haven't even used any of my music yet. We don't need music. We have baller attacks. 20. Okay, Aftermath, she's going to be able to reset her hand. That's totally fine. This is going to be a bunch of damage. Now we're threatening lethal. Ooh. Oh, this isn't going to resolve against her, so let's just pop it now. Nice. And we still have a full grip of music that we haven't used because none of it's good. Let's move Crescectus up and up. Get beamed. To move the Mirage effect. Ah, I want it. Go behind me, and then we'll intercept with Loma. And now we blow her to freaking smithereens. Sack it to get a counter. That's fine. Power Pulse. She isn't winning power. Perfect. So that's only 10. And I negate it with Loma. Yeah, baby. Here's 20. Skadoosh. Kaboom. Guys, I think we're cooking. It's going to be a random 10. So we can hit for 10. This is a heal, but we'll use it later. I don't need it yet. We can heal for 30, 45. We can heal for 55. We effectively have 95 energy right now. I think we're chilling. Guys, I think we're going to be okay. Rust Toxic is fine. I mean, I'd like to hit one of our like big power cards, but we're just kind of chunking away. Unfortunately, we don't win a lot of our challenges because it's all 15 and we're at plus 10. So I guess we'll fire this now. I should have made it Earth. I should have used the ability to make her Earth. I'm playing a little sloppy, gang. I'm playing a little sloppy. Oh, that's not ideal. I'm getting a little cocky. I'm not gonna lie. Not winning a courage challenge, so it's just 0. Yep. We're also not winning any challenges, so let's pop the thing to make her Earth. Caster can be Relum, Loma, make her Earth. Yep. This way, when we resolve this, we'll heal. Bingo! Most recent skill was Mount Pillar. Ooh. Or what am I start building some Danian decks now that I have a couple locations that are at. Danian deck could be chill. We're kind of rocking the Danian's world, but Danian deck could be chill. We're losing all of the challenges, though. That is unfortunate. Oh, we won anyway. I was going to say, I didn't even read the location. Doesn't matter. Where the go, guy? Water Gang. Water Gang. Okay, I'm kind of like getting the hang of it. Let's blow up the last main character. And then I'll be feeling pretty good. Lock it in. Lock it in. We're running the AI gauntlet. All right. Oh, we got Riverland start. Riverland start at 2. That means we can Crossectus to just blow someone up. So we opened 2 wisdom challenges, though. We might want to be aware of that. What do we got? Invisibility, strike 10. Wait, what? Add 10 damage to the first attack this creature makes each combat. Surprise creature wins initiative checks against creatures without invisibility. It's fine. I think I want to let him live so that he can attack into the Loma. Creatures you control with invisibility deal 5 additional damage on their first attack each combat. Okay, so I want to kill that guy. Yeah. Oh, we want to kill this guy. So he's got 65 wisdom. So I'm not going to be able to beat... Oh, we need 80? What is this one? This is the courage one. This is the wisdom one. We want him down here, unfortunately. So either we go for super healing. What about a team of earth-focused overworlders? I think that could be sweet. Power Pulse Maxor goes crazy. That's power, though, but same thing. Peyton isn't the weakest of the AIs at the very least. Just lowest win rate. Well, we're about to find out why. So we can either go Super Realm Healing. I think that might be the move. Because we're not going to win a Wisdom Challenge regardless. So I think we just go for the Super Water Healing. And just kind of like guarantee win this fight. So that way, the invisibility. Yeah, I think we just do this. This feels good. Or TC mode. Okay, cool. Cool. We're not really winning or losing anything. Yeah, basically nothing changed. Well, you're not winning a courage challenge, bucko. So unfortunately, we're also not drawing very good cards. But we found a card that deals damage, so that's what matters. That's fine. We want to hold that for Crossectus to deal 20, so we'll just kind of toss a random card. That is fire damage. Here's 10. No water yet on our super water heal turn. I would really like to find... There we go. There's some water. All right, heal up. Heal up. This should be effectively unlosable. I didn't even read his other cards, but I don't think it matters. Because we should heal, as long as we keep drawing water cards, we basically can't lose, because we deal so much damage. Let's try to fish out a worse card to threaten lethal with. Sure, that's better. Okay. Why did he negate music? What the heck? Alright, whatever. But again. Bing bong. Alright, cool. Loma. And move up this guy. Why not? Okay. So now, yep, he's going to do this into Loma. Figured. That makes sense. So he's going to do invisibility, but we're going to negate it with Loma's effect. So it does big nothing. I'll throw this. What do we got? So petty at the beginning of each combat, engage elementalist may gain 1 element type. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a neat. What else do we got? Strike 20. Ooh, baby. Okay, that's kind of a little spooky. Disarm, air 5 when this creature deals damage to its... When a creature deals damage to itself, damage decreased by 5. Okay. And then this creature wins initiative. Okay, that seems fine. I don't think we have to worry about really anything there. So let's just go... this way we'll win a courage challenge if we draw it. If I recall, his effect is bugged anyways. Regardless, the idea behind the game is to follow more of the show than TCG. In this show, the best creatures at the back are viable. Yeah, I don't know if I like, someone in my comments earlier was telling me about that. I don't know if I super buy into that idea. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, we just, like, destroyed it. Alright, that was awesome. Creatures in the, yeah, right, creatures in the back. I think it's better to put them, at the very least, in the middle. Like, people are saying, like, you can play it as a sweeper, but and you try to, like, bait out all their music, but at that point, I put it in the second row, not the back. Guys, why does Fanfare the Vanishing work properly here? I don't know. These are question choices made in the show. The show was made to be a commercial. For being real. So this does nothing. We nuke that out of the sky. This also does nothing. Do we need to win this? Really? I think we just try to beat this guy. Yeah, let's just keep pushing our advantage. He has really low stats. Yeah, let's just do this. This seems like really good. Okay, yeah, we're winning everything here. 10. Boom. Boom. So I should try to use as many... Ooh, we want to hold this for a defense with Loma. Our hand's getting a little awkward here. It's a lot of cards we want to hold for other situations. Oh, but double Rust Toxic is so good. Yeah, let's just threaten lethal. Go Scoot. I think that's good. Scoot. Yeah, let's just end there. Defender. Oh wait, I should have known who he was targeting because I want to cross Sectus into it, but it's fine. What is this? Power at the beginning of combat of player controls an engaged card. A player like the top 2 cards of the... Okay, we don't care. I'm gonna use the Liar to get a counter. Also is fine. Aftermath is fine. Oh, perfect. Check it out. Big damage. Shadow Strike is good. I'm not even gonna do the heal thing. There's no point in doing it. This... Another one, brother. There we go. Boop, you're gone. And then it should be our turn, and we just go straight cross Sectus into this. Because we're going to slam him for 40 out the gate here. Check it out. 20. Ooh. Negate target attack. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, so we're not going to nuke him out of the stratosphere. But we're still going to do pretty respectable damage. None of this is going to do 15. We're tied everywhere else, so maybe we save our stat checks for when we can do it. You can't see who's starting before defending one of the bugs. Okay, can't see. Yep. I think luckily we still do it regardless, but it would be nice to know, like, maybe we take the fight. But, oh well. Krellin. The new combat engaged creature with the highest power gains 5 energy. Oh, would you look at that? It's us. We're huge. He's going to strike. So we actually negate, what, 15 of it? Oh, wait. We negated, like, all of... Oh, no, the first... To the first attack. Okay. But we negate a bunch of it. That's huge. That's Humongosaur. So the only thing we're losing is Wisdom, which is awkward. That's supposed to be the thing that we're good at. Oh, well. This will still deal damage. I mean, we're not in threat of losing. I highly... Like, if we die, I'd be impressed. Yeah, it's popping now. Because we're going to go with Cresectus next, so, like, Let's just make her Earth fast. That way this can heal us. Yeah, dude, Loma kind of crazy. Loma with some wisdom. Oh, that's not gonna resolve the way we want it to. Yeah, Loma with some. Did he give us recklessness or something? Oh, and kind of just kill him here. I don't know how this resolves, but he should just die. Yeah. Bingo! We're cooking. We're cooking. For the drones. Let's go. Chat, how are we feeling about Chaotic? Who's excited? Who's excited for Chaotic to come back? I know I'm pretty hyped. It's alright. It's not bad. My slushie is separated into a layer of top half of cup is cold, bottom half of cup is warm. Yeah, I like it. Chaotic feels like a game. After like, let's after playing it, let's pull my deck. Official Chaotic review. Playing Portal to pair up in one game. Let's go. Hey. Way to try it out. Let's do that. There we go. Chat, you're a little bigger now. Chaotic is awesome. Winning. It's canceled on OG website right now, so it's closed. Hey, glad to see like OG's coming back. So I understand the first air of Chaotic will be in America in October. Yes, it'll be in October. I don't know other countries when that's happening, but I know America, October. It is happening. Game is back. Chat, I think official Chaotic review. Game is good. I like game. Game is good. I think I like it as, how do I even describe this? I really like Chaotic in the idea of a hobby. I like engaging with the game as a hobby. I feel like opening packs, collecting cards, hunting for the stats that you want, trying to construct your armies is very fun. Actual gameplay is sort of just like okay. Like, I don't think this is a game that I would want to take extremely competitively. Ooh, friend request. Yes, we can be friends. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Wait, is there an accept button? Oh, requests. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. There we go. Now we are friends. Now we are friends. Very nice. It's not a game that I would want to be like super competitive about. I don't think there's all too much there competitive wise. Not saying it's bad, right? But it feels like a game that is going to be very fun to collect and rock up to locals and plan some fun local stuff. This feels like this will be a very fun hobby. I wouldn't say get your like hopes up for super competitive Chaotic games. I'm sure there's going to be some amount of thing there, but the actual game, I feel like a lot of the gameplay of Chaotic is spent more in deck building, and most of the gameplay of Chaotic is just knowing what to attack and when to spend your magic, right? And like maybe how to like sculpt attack hands for certain fights. Those three things are the most you're going to be doing during gameplay. A lot of it's just draw, pick attack, throw it, deal some damage, which is fine. You know, nothing wrong with being super simple. Doing pretty good with Warbeast. Nice. The Warbeast, I think, should be, I would imagine they'd be in there. Pro Baron's really good design for the official Chaotic game. They should have some ideas for this one in the original. Yup. I'm really helpful for a good official online platform. TCG. TCG's bad stat randomness again with it will be DOA. I can see them trying stats. They're not going to turn type stats to rarity. I highly doubt that. But I think that's a fun. I think that'll make it. I think it makes it more fun. And again, like, it hurts the competitiveness. I don't think this is a game that should be all that competitive in the first place. If you ask me, like, if you want a competitive game, go play Flesh and Blood, go play Magic the Gathering, go play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? If you just want a competitive game, go play those. Chaotic is much more for, like, the vibes and the experience of it as a hobby. That's really what it feels like for me. Big unfortunate opinion has many different parts. There are Chaotic, it feels like there's not a ton of mechanical crunch that makes it different. Yeah, right. There's not like too much gameplay depth wise, if that makes sense. This game is almost tailor made for you to focus on preparing for locals to counter cards instead of attempting to best deck. Yeah, right. It's more about constructing your army and building a strategy. And then when you go to locals, you kind of just execute that pre-built plan rather than really like playing into another opponent. I think it's still fun. Don't get me wrong, it is still fun, but it's not going to have the like skill-intensive depth of like Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic. Later sets had variety of different effects and possible builds add a lot more variety of like that'd be like right. There's a lot of stuff you can do in deck building, but the actual like gameplay loop is very samey. I think a lot of the non-competitive vibes are because mostly simple cards. The more cards come out, I think will be more competitive aspect. Maybe, but I mean like think about the decisions you make in the game. Right? There are 3. It is how and when to spend your music counters, right, on music and card effects. It is like where to move and what to attack. And then it's which attacks do you play and like sculpting hands. Those are the 3 major decisions you make. And then yeah, depending on what effects they add to it, you know, it could either be maybe it's interesting or it can become heavily optimized very quickly, right? Like for me, for this deck, granted this deck is like a starter deck with slight upgrades, right? But all we're really doing is we just throw the attacks we see. We hold Mind Strikes for defense with Loma for when she gets attacked, because she'll have like 70 something, she'll have 75 wisdom, so she'll clear it for 20. And then we hold Rust Toxics for offense on Crustaceous to also deal 20. Right? Yeah, I found Krista across Sectus at the Riverlands. The Riverlands! I'm looking for the freaking swamp. That's why we're at the Riverlands. But I found him and Loma both at the Riverlands. They were pretty grow. Yeah, there's not much outplay potential, right? You're not gonna make like some sick, cool, crazy Giga Brain move during the game, right? We're going to just farm our 20 damage attacks to use on our 20 damage attackers on offense and defense, respectively. And the rest is we're just going to kind of cross our fingers and hope they die. If we're ever in danger, Vidov can heal us, right? We have a Mujik that can heal us, and we also have a Mujik that can snipe them to try to finish them off if we're ever under threat. Like, but all of that, right, is like a very like just pre-established game plan. And when we enter the game, we're just kind of like running the play, right? It's much more like basketball or football. Of like you go and practice, you construct the plays, and then when you go play against the enemy team, you just kind of run the offense, right? And that's what a lot of Chaotic feels like. But I do think that is a cool game, right? And it's a game that isn't on the market right now, right? No other game really plays like that. Of like you construct a strategy and then you just kind of like run the plays in the game. But I think that yes, right? If you're a deck builder, you're going to love Chaotic. The deck building in Chaotic is very fun. It's a very cool experience, right? And as we get more attacks, it's going to become a lot more interesting too, because we already have like build around cards, right? Like Mind Strike and Rust Toxic for our attackers, but there's a bunch of other stuff that we can build around, right? Riptide's really great at ripping away their courage, and playing Riptide is good at comboing with Shadow Strike, which is a 0 damage, which is a 0.10, which is that's good value, right? But it's courage challenge 15. Well, now we can play Riptides, right? As just a regular base 1-pointer to deal 10 damage, which is already respectable, and then drop their courage so that we can deal 10 more Shadow Strikes. Now, like this is like a 1.10. It's a 2-card combo, but it's a 1.10 or 1.20. What am I saying? The other ways to hit 20 is with a 2.20 and then a 1.20 because we have 2 element types, right? It's like that feels pretty good. I think the feeling you're describing is General Bakugan. Yeah, but too, General Bakugan is a lot like that as well. Except you could argue Bakugan is also more of a skill game because you actually have to like shoot the marble onto the card, right? So there is like a physical skill element to it, which I think is really cool. It'd be cool to see more games like Bakugan that have a more like a dexterity skill to them. That'd be kind of neat. I've seen like a couple, but none that have really taken off. But that would be like kind of fun to see. I think that'd be cool to develop like a dexterity skill along with the card game. Like that'd be kind of fun. Looked up in such a pair. I'm allowed to take my collection, seeing how many pretty bad attack cards I can fit in my team. Mediocre Tanians executing isn't exciting. Yeah, right. The actual gameplay of Chaotic isn't the most exciting thing of all time. It's fun. It's enjoyable enough. But you know, if you want like deep, thrilling, like brain-scratching gameplay, there are much more competitive games you can play. But overall, game's really fun. strategy work as a general rule. Wait, strategy work as a general? Yeah, definitely. What you said. Yeah, overall chaotic really good. Chaotic pretty solid. I do like it. They need to put scan quests to the new site for free, not just to buy cards or playing online. That's a tough one. I don't know how I feel about it. Because at one hand, I really like the idea, but no, like, you don't put scan quests in. You go scan quests in real life. That's like the idea. You're supposed to port into the IRL. You're supposed to port onto some grass, and go scan some cards IRL. That's the gimmick. I've been scanning 2 to 3 times each day for about 5 days now. I love taking my Terra Danian Earth and betting all the water cards have been going. That's the vibe, dude. I love water. Danian water. Ooh. I also just figured out I can play it. I don't know if I can play it, but I can use the app on my phone, so I can do scan quests on my phone, which is huge because now I can just like set timers. So like right before I go to bed, I'm gonna scan. When I wake up, I'll scan. Then I scan during my lunch break, and then I can scan on stream. That's pretty cool. Pokemon Go beats Param. Basically, you just gotta go buy some booster packs. If you got Arbor Mash, it'd be a neat path for your deck to go. Get some Arbor Mash, dog. Gotta get some Arbor Mash. Yeah, dude, pour it onto some grass. My big thing is with the new I really hope that I don't want Chaotic to give players a way to play Chaotic completely online, if that makes sense. Like, there should not be a Chaotic Master Duel. But yeah, Chaotic technically did do it first. There should not be a Chaotic Master Duel. You should not be able to experience all of Chaotic solely from your computer. You should have to acquire physical cards in some way. And by that, I preferably mean you should go to a locals. Yeah, you could order cards online, right? You can go to a Walmart, but you should have to step foot in a locals to acquire your cards to then go home and play on your computer. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope they find ways to make people walk into an LGS. If they can do that, that'll be a huge, huge win. Yeah, we have Recode, which I don't know if... I know Portal to Param is shutting down as soon as the game comes out. I don't know if Rewind or Recode will stay up. Maybe they won't. I think, like, having one... I think it's fine to have one just, like, straight-up sim. But, like, I hope it's, like, janky and bad so that it's solely used for the purposes of, like, testing. And people aren't just, like... I'm just gonna play a Chaotic Online. I don't really feel like, why would I go to locals when I can just stay at home on my computer and play Chaotic Online, right? But you only can get ranked in, like, the actual Chaotic Sim, so, like, that'll help people play that. The old website, it's how it worked. You bought real cards without a code from the website, and you got the exact copy of the card online. I don't want to shop. Yeah, right. I'm hoping they keep that. I'm really hoping they keep that. I understand them not wanting to keep it, and maybe they can't. No, Ganon doesn't want to monetize it. He made a big stint about not wanting to monetize it. So hopefully it should stay like that. Have to go buy a physical card to scan it to get it online. Is opening the pack secure from other people to steal the card for the online game? So here's the thing. Is the opening pack secure from other people? So if you're worried about you opening a pack and someone stealing your scan, you should worry about that just as much as you should worry about opening a booster pack and someone stealing your card. Physically. They're just as likely. Right? They're literally just as likely. Official LGS having events, the official scans acting as drones could be... Dude, LGS is acting as drones? That'd be sick. That'd be awesome. I would love to see a Warlord-style Codemaster fight. Ooh, that's actually such a good idea. I just found out about this after being a big fan of the show as a kid. Too bad the site puts me in a loop. So, for me, I have to play it right now. For me right now, I'm playing on an incognito Discord window. That worked for me. I've also heard that some people had to reset their cache. Those are the two things I've seen so far. Wouldn't it be funny if you scan on stream, scan one of our profile images? For your scan on stream, you scan on... yeah, that'd be funny. Care for a match? I'll play a game. Why not? Why yap? Because I got stuff to yap about. I'll yap. I'll do viewer duels and yap. How to do the cache trick? Yeah. Some people have to do the cache trick. Just wonder how smooth the UX will be when it comes out. To be honest, after all, it's all in browser. It might be tough to play. I think it'll be fine. I think they'll make it work. I have faith. Like, computers have come up. Like, you can play. If you're scared of browser games right now, go play Crunker. Go play Crunker.io right now. I'll show you the power of a browser game. Like, It's not gonna be like booty butt garbage. Did that work? Oh, challenge is pending. What's my name on this? Does it say right here at the top? Oh, you can't see it. That's weird. There you go. That's my name. If you want to know my name to send me a request and a fight, is right here. Ah, I highlighted too much. Up top. I don't know why when I F10 it covers it up. It's kind of whack. Doesn't it's a problem with the website itself. The session has to give you an ID that already exists. This kinds of tricks no longer work. We got sitting on the site. Oh, okay. Huh. Weird. That's kind of weird. What was I saying? Says I'm in a match with you and waiting on me to build a deck. All right. How do I? Oh, I have to click on the battle. All right, whatever. Weird. They're weird. I go first. Initiative power. Oh boy. We got there 75 power. Great, googly moogly. Oh, I've heard of Colmo. I've seen people play with him. Disarmed. If an opposing creature engaged, just a Danian Noble. Colmo gains. Okay, I don't know how Danian Nobles. Range, Swift 1 unit. That's a lot of keywords. And then another big guy. 102 speed. 80 power. I mean, do we just try to chunk Colmo right at the start? What's our hand? Not very good. What are we worried about? So this is the healer guy. I mean, maybe we do this. Just get some survivability and then try to chunk through the Colmo. Oh, wait, no. Disarm, I think. Oh, wait, I didn't read the keywords. There's so many keywords. Battle gear loses all abilities. That's not good. I kind of need that ability on the battle. So what battle gear do we not need an ability on? Probably this, because we're already winning in wisdom, because you'll be 51 and I'll be 60. I don't know the battle gear, but I think this will be fine. Chad Lanker seems so unfair. Some makes battle gear is Lanker at the back. Lanker. Lanker loses 5 energy on a turn. She's power, courage, down to wisdom, or speed. Target creature gains 15 other. What? Oh, and he already has a bunch of stats. All right, so we just can't stat check Lanker. We'll deal with that. We'll probably get swept by this guy, but I'm going to deal with that later. Right now, let's just start brawling. We don't need super wisdom, so let's just go U into U. And then cross our fingers, chat. Let's go. So Como, what's gonna trigger here? So the disarm grants the indicated ability to creatures without his visibility. What the fuck? What does that mean? So he can gain strike 20. Range, can move through occupied spaces. Okay, swift, extra additional space. Okay, cool, got it. Could spin with the whole team. Yeah, that's a little disgusting. Oh, so he can do that while he's in the... Wait, he doesn't have to be engaged. He can just do it whenever. So he can just spend... What? So he can just do it 6 times every turn? Chat, we're cooked. Chat, I can't beat that. Chat, there's no way to beat that. Chat, we're fried. My cards don't do anything. Oh, wait. We're actually just washed. Yeah, I actually can't win this. We're so cooked. I mean, hey, that's what happens when you play against a deck with good cards in it. What does this even do? Earnest damage dealt by your, you just reckless damage dealt to your war beast by 10. Heal 10 damage for the target creature. Chat, our whole deck is challenges. That's all I own. Also, I can't kill anything. What do you mean? Heal 10 to target creature? Bro, so you have 40 health on the board. And then just like a free 95 extra stats that you can spread? Hopefully rank is more forgiving. Maybe. I mean, I gotta get way more cards. I'm playing the starter deck with 2 extra guys. Oh, dude. We're actually so chalked. And then we're losing wisdom challenges too. Yeah, no, we're cooked. It's over. Come on, like are the only creatures to scan. They sound like the best creatures in the game. From what I'm reading, they seem busted. Dang. They just give you. Oh, he has recklessness 10. Maybe that's supposed to be like his gimmick. But this guy just turns it off. Dude, the Pedian starter is disgusting. I beat Krellin with essentially that. It's not so bad. Okay. Yeah, but I can't beat this with essentially this. There's no way. So this just turns it off and heals it. So essentially, if you want, you need the Conjure for the War Beast. But you don't even need the Conjure for the War Beast. They work without it. All they do is they basically just buff the War Beasts. Like, what? Super strong creatures and conjurers who are weak to be essentially their soft targets? I guess. I feel like that's a bad description, though. Like, War Beasts need the conjurers. Not really. It just turns off his recklessness. Which, like, yeah, is bad. But, like, you can't... How are you supposed to get... I mean, alright. I was there for a book. Okay, whatever. It's the gimmick with the War Beasts. They have high recklessness. Your conjurers reduce the value. They don't even reduce it. It just deletes it. So the War Beasts harming themselves. Their War Beasts with high recklessness. Okay, yeah. Oh, they're... Okay, that makes more sense. Why don't they... I can't just, like, get swiftness. And I can't just, like, get that. Right? Yeah, you need creature... Like, that's the thing, right? It's like, what do? You play a different deck. Like, I don't have, like... That's something I can have or just acquire. Right? And I drew all 0 damage attacks. That's really cool. Right? So it is just, like, some battle gear. Get it? Okay, so I just gotta try to scan battle... Then I have to, like, scan... That's so... I guess maybe it's useful in like, hopefully it's useful in like multiple situations. There's one of the weakest War Beasts, if not the weakest. Well, it's gonna clean my clock. I mean, honestly, these aren't even really a problem. It's Como and Lanker are gonna be a disaster. How do you deal with that? This guy is Infinistats and can hit whatever he wants and turns off your battle gear. You're like, dang. And the only, like, attack cards I own are challenges. This is counterplay, right. Most of the cards I own are all challenges. So, like, against the deck that just says you lose every challenge, I'm cooked. I think we just farm the Rust Toxics. Because using it here doesn't matter, because we're not winning this. Do you have Song of the Dyad? No. I have Song of whatever these are. That's all I got. This is all I got. The other musics we have are unplayable. There's 3 War Beast areas of the weakest. Strongest is best. Okay, the Epic War Beast. That's cool. I mean, you know, it's really cool that Aerie is the weakest War Beast, but right now that's like telling me like he's like the weakest NBA All-Star. He's still an NBA All-Star. That doesn't take away the fact that he's better at me than basketball. Okay, let's get the zeros out of our hand and maybe just try to farm damage for later. Oh, this sucks. How do we beat Como? Let you damage line? Yeah, I don't have Song of the Dyad. I have like a 10 damage snipe, but it's only for creatures that are earth and water, I think. Yeah, earth and water. I mean, yeah, we're just cooked. One of the AI punishes the full warriors conjures the bad venom feels unfair to play against. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet. Oh! I accidentally hit a button. Pickers did an extra 10 damage. Jeez, okay. So we're gonna get sniped for an extra 10. I don't know who's getting attacked. So I just have to guess if I need to Loma here. That's really cool. I mean, I think we just do it. I don't know. I've heard Skeletal Steed is broken. You just, like, jump into their backline and kill their Mujic dudes. I think I don't know. It's a decision I can't actually make. Okay, it's Airy. Okay. Do I care about any of these keywords? No, I don't. It's just air 5. Okay, gets air 5 from the gear. Okay. Air 5. So that'll, yeah, because then that cancels out the Oasis, which still isn't great. Maybe we can do something here. Through the middle only, not enough to actually hit the back. Yeah, but it's still like crazy. Being able to jump that far is like really good. But yeah. Okay, let's think here. Loma. Water 5 Loma. Okay. I don't think you can drop anything. So that's 15, 10. Let's do, should be 20 if I did the math right. Yes, okay, cool. Skeletal Seed is a personal favorite of mine. Card killer since time used in the battle against Carlin. Dude, Skeletal Seed card's crazy. We lose power. We're already losing power, so that's inconsequential. Just gonna hit for 15 here. That should be alright. It's okay. Do I care about you losing courage? That would let us pass our courage checks and also hits for 15, which is the same as the flame, so let's do this. Lightning burst hurts. Yeah. I need to get, I don't have the scan. I want, that's why we're in the Riverlands to get the Glue Monk's Swamp scan, or whatever it's called. That's what we're going for. Speed for 10 is fine. 15, and then, that might come up later. Let's just threaten lethal here. Yeah, I want to go to the swamp. I really do, because that's where I can get the interest quest. So that's the heal 10. Yeah, I gotta chunk through all this music, all those counters. Luckily, though, it's just these two and that, so that I shouldn't have to deal with, like, too much actual music. So that's cool. Get to Storm Tunnel. I do have Storm Tunnel. I'm not going to go there, but I have the Storm Tunnel. Have you been told about quests? I, like, vaguely know of them. I know there's, like, long storyline, like, big quests to go get, like, the big fancy cards, like Maxor and stuff. And I was told I can find the interest one in the swamp. So, it'd be cool. This is against AI. No, this is a viewer battle, Argentina man, and I might be getting my butt blown up. If your gauge creature has reckless to 5, so 15. It's fine. Oh. Challenge for... It's not Weeful. This does threaten Weeful. It's the same as using it on Crustacean. We should threaten. I need to push for counters. Let's do this now. Enforce something. I'm streaming again. I'm pretty good. How are you? How you doing? My Petty and Dew farm. Whack. Check those ones you got active. Let you know where to go. Oh yeah. I don't think I have any like actual active ones. Interest quest is bugged. Good thing I'm not at the swamp yet. That would be bad news bears. Yep. 10. Let's go. Okay, so they're gonna die before I get to resolve that. So this is a challenge wisdom, which you're not winning. This is threatening 5 for exactly lethal. We're gonna go spend this now. That way I can pop a counter off of guys that might die. Go Loma. So that's 15. We'll go to 20. I'll take 5, go to 15. Should be good. Yeah, cool. Cool. Oh, I could do this now. And that also threatens lethal. Is in the game. Oh, you might need that later though. Yeah, chaotic's pretty fun. It's not bad. I'm a fan. I'd say I'm a fan. I think we just threaten lethal with the quick exit. We save this for later. So threaten. If I don't get 2 quests on Penny Oasis, oh, does that mean? I was gonna say I started only getting 1 quests from the Riverlands, so don't scare me like that. The creature gains air 5. Oh, what the heck? That's pretty good. Hmm. 20 damage. Man. Let's go. Wait. Am I mathing that right? Okay, dude, my music is so bad. You might want to play that later. We just have to put off here. It's gooey. Gooey's gooey. Challenge wisdom 15. Because that's 15. This is a pretty good number. This number pretty good. Only 1 music counter left as far as we know. So crossing our fingers. Melody of Mirage. Target attack deals 0 damage. Alright, cool. Alright. And he's got good music. My music sucks. There, opponent creature loses 25 power. So this is, oh my gosh, this is actually so much damage. Who Scancast Curious City? I have not. I've been doing all Riverlands. Oh, great heavens. So we have Air 10 into, so this is 20. I'm dead. I lose. I can give myself air proof. So we'll go counter off Loma. Airproof 10. Gets me down. Still lethal. And then I think I have to pop Vidov. I don't have anything else that helps me. No. I need the 15 wisdom to clock into 75 to be able to trigger 20 damage thing. But it might be worth it to just pop our battle gear and save the Vidov counter. I think this works. We do this. Caster's Loma, and we target Loma. And if I did this right, we survive. I didn't do it right. What the frick? I missed something. All right, we sold the bag. I did all that for nothing. What did I miss? Plus 10 energy. I have minus. Okay, maybe I don't know what air negate does. Or, oh, wait, is it only minus 10? It was doing 15 because he has double air. Oh, I needed a Vidov. Oh, well, I threw the game. That's my bad. That's my bad. Whoops. Oh, things that grant proof are bugged? Oh. Oh, my music's bugged. Oh, that's cool. Welp. That's fun. Huh. 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 Well. Where do I beat Colmo? I mean, all I can really do is this. Oh, wait. It's the end of my turn. That doesn't do anything. That should end. Well. Can I go now? Nope. Oh. Wait, what just happened? Why did we just go through 5 locations? Okay, then. That was weird. So now we have that. Okay, so now we go. The Vindiz that isn't innate. Okay, I don't know what that means. This is you into you. We want to save some water stuff. We lose power challenges. We could go. Oh, this is all bad. We just scrap the hand. I think we just scrap this. I traded. Oh, we traded turns. I thought. Wait, but I don't know. I don't understand the game yet. I don't know. I thought I clicked on it. Nothing happened. I didn't even. Did I click end? I don't remember clicking end. All right. That's just 20 damage. I'm very confused. I'm very lost now. My turn. I clicked onto this. Nothing happened. So it was not the end of. Yeah, because I can't move at the end of your turn. But why didn't it let me? Whatever. Whatever. What do we care about? Enough courage. We don't need to pop this yet. Let's just do big damage. We'll see. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. Is this the Air 5 one? Okay, it's the Air 5 one. So this, I gotta make sure I'm doing the chaotic math right. This should be 20? Should be 20. Okay, it was 20. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. I had to play on an incognito browser window, as you can see. I'll actually full screen this. And sometimes people have to reset their cache. So if you haven't done either of those things, you should go do those things. Okay, reverberate, switch. There is a reverberate in there, so that's going to be for 10, or you can take that. Never mind, I looked at the wrong thing. I guess that had already been discarded as at the point of playing it, so never mind. Never mind. You can hold that still. Print. Heal for more, and then should clean it up on the next one. Okay, reverberate for 10. I want to hold that for cross station, man. This should kill. Yeah, because it's courage. All right. We recovered from our oopsie doopsie. Let's go you to here. Now it's going to get ranged. I think? I don't know, dog. I don't know. Still don't think we have a way of beating Coma. Oh, that goes all the way over there. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, wait. Swift is... Yeah, okay. Never mind. He can hit the whole board? Dang. Dang, that's crazy. But I guess that's fine. Vidov was... I wish we were supposed to do stuff with Vidov anyway. Earlier. This is Mirage will attack or display. Its controller may flip. Oh, cool. These are the next game? Sure. I can do it's 8? I can do another one. Why not? I'm gonna get blown up again, man. Alright guys, I don't have time for viewer duels. We'll do viewer duels another day. I'll schedule a whole viewer duel stream. I ain't got time for that tonight. I ain't got time for that. So this is gonna hit us for everything, right? So this is gonna be, geez, it also does air. Sheesh. So 15, 20, 25. I mean, nothing I can do about it. I can heal, do that, but that's not gonna. I think Vidov is getting sacked. Like, it's not gonna. There's nothing we can do with him at this point. The clear wisdom. We should hold this for somebody else. Actually, are we out of wisdom, guys? Or is this still? No, this is the Healy buy. So we're out. So Loma, we don't have to trigger this. Gonna go have fun. I will try. Wisdom 50. So this is only ever gonna get procced to 15. Then again, like, we have to get through 53. I'm not gonna do that. So we should just like try to sculpt for next fight. I mean, someone probably does. I don't at the moment because I don't even own multiple tribes. But I'm sure somebody does. Another one of these. I mean, those are good for late. I mean, those would be great on a different turn. I could mud to stay alive. I only go up to 20 though. But this is lethal anyways. I'd be able to heal. It's still, yeah, still have 53. Yeah, no. Lucky was starting battle gear. Yeah, dude, my starting gear. So I acquired some like pretty okay gear. Okay, now we can fight. Let's go. Oh, it's our hand. Hand is looking like you into you. What's this one? Oh, that went on to play text controller goes to that becomes it. It's just live. The rest toxic. Big damage. I played a water attack. Did it not work? When a water attack is played, the attacker's controller burns the top card location deck. That's maybe I just flipped the second one. It's actually possible I just flipped another one. That'll be lethal. Okay. Let's go you down here. Is up here. Oh. Shuffle. Okay. Oh, it just turns off the mirage locations. Okay. 3 into. So we want to wait. So we want to go this first. We want to go this first. Oh, could I have moved up? Maybe I should have moved up. Oh, well. That's fine. Big damage. This. Oh, because I can't choose. Because I almost gave it to this guy. I went to spend the immediate counter. I had to read that really quick. Okay, so it's this, and then we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh. I didn't need to do that. He already has Earth. Frick. Yeah, we're just gonna do. Yeah. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna do we'll do a whole viewer battle stream. Hopefully, we'll have a slightly more decent deck by then. I did that for literally no reason. I totally forgot. So I just wasted that. We'll do a whole stream. We'll do a whole stream. How much will see with the cost of the booster pack when the air it? $4. Progressive speed. Dang, we're getting rocked. It's not 40 though. There's no way it's 40, so we'll just buy it. We'll just go. Even if it is 40, I actually don't think it matters. Why do you have 23 energy? What the heck? Am I gonna lose the fight because you have some weird ass stat? Probably. Oh, I think that's just 15. Perhaps, perchance. Okay, we're still alive. Still alive. We have an extra 3 energy. Fudge. Then we'll go. Gotta fight stupid Colmo, who has 76 wisdom for some reason. Okay, so we're gonna get booty blasted by Colmo, unfortunately. But it's the Riverlands. Turn my battle gear off. Maybe we can make it through the river. I don't want to waste the Riverlands. Unless I got on a stat increase. You can get stat increases? Man. Bart. Do you have for date and time? No. I can't do tomorrow. Probably can't do this weekend. Monday. We'll do it Monday. I'll schedule it. Probably Monday. Viewer battle Monday. That gives me time to scan more things, to have more deck. So we'll go viewer battle on Monday. See how this works. I gotta not waste the Riverlands. Unfortunately, half my deck doesn't work. Unfortunate. The no stat increases, you need tokens to do that? Ah, okay. Yeah, all your stuff's got weird stats. This one also, yeah, 32. What the heck? 37. 7. Do I have weird? No, all my stats are like even. Oh no, I have a 30. Okay, this guy's terrible. My vanilla has odd stats. Almost got 55. That's good. But yeah, the evens are really annoying. I assume they'll stay for the relaunch. Speed fit 20. Dang. Unfortunate. Locations, bonuses, could you scan? Yeah. I'm not rocking with the weird stats. This is all pretty bad. I might be chopped, gang. What is the armor? Oh, big wisdom, okay. We're getting cooked by the Como. He is huge. I'm not gonna read. I'm out of stuff, right? All the rest of the music I have is like garbage. This is never gonna come up. I mean, I can make it so like we can do this. Lock you down for next turn. Yeah, we're just dead. So we just want to save cards that we care about. So let's just like ditch this. Let's just ditch this. All right, I'll go here and. I mean, anything I do doesn't matter because we're just dead to the. I just can't beat the Como. I have no way to beat Como. Oh, I guess I read the music wrong. Oh, end of the turn. Target creature can't. What is? Oh, this song is. This music is worse than garbage. All right, never mind. That doesn't do anything. What triggered? Oh, this. Oh, that gets a free element. Okay. Well, chat, it's been fun. This is where we die. Another 20. All right, cool. And kind of just some of the questions, recommendations, get familiar before finishing. Oh, cool. Dude, that's all my Mujik. I have like 2 good ones, and the rest are like butthole useless. Yeah, I have no way to touch Como. We're chopped. We're chopped. That's the other thing that like some people are going to be maybe frustrated by with chaotic. I did not put up a good fight, dog. Okay, actually, well, even that actually it's close. Okay, actually, wow, everyone is saying exactly what I'm like low-key gonna talk about. So this is something that might end up frustrating a lot of people about chaotic, is that because of how because your energy resets at the end of every fight, if they have one creature you can't deal with, the entire game doesn't matter. You're going to get swept by that one creature. So a lot of games are going to look a lot like, either they're going to look a lot closer than they are, or they might feel a lot closer than they are, when in actuality, you like played this for fun fake game for the past 30 minutes that never actually mattered because you just died to the one creature. Right, we saw this happen when I played that tutorial fight against the Maxor, right? And like the same thing's kind of happening here against Como. Is like, yeah, we're like kind of playing a game, right? But like we lost, like technically we lost the game. Oh, okay. Wait, what? I forfeited the match, but it says victory. Okay, what? Is that what you meant by already lost? I don't know. What just happened? Oh no, you just left. Okay, never mind. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. What? Why does it say you? Okay, whatever. I don't know. So you're going to end up playing like 40 minutes of a game that doesn't matter, because there's one creature you can't beat, and that one creature can sweep your entire team. So some people might find that really frustrating, right? Like, this match is kind of a good example. We load it in, we have no way to beat Como. So, like, it doesn't matter that we can't, we, like, beat other things, right? Como just, even if we beat every single creature, we get reverse swept by Como. So, for some players, it might feel like, dang, I just wasted, like, 40 minutes of my life. I should have just scooped as soon as I saw Como, right? So, it can create some kind of, like, feels bad moments, but also maybe for, like, people that are on the other side, it might feel like a cool, like, comeback for them. Like, man, they beat all my creatures, but I was able to turn it around with my ace monster, right? And, like, that can feel really cool. And people might really like that, but there's going to be a lot of, like, studious card game observers will realize, oh, what that actually, what? Oh, it's glitching out. What that actually means is a majority of that game didn't matter at all, because no matter what you do, you are going to lose to that one creature. That is the one kind of awkward bit about Chaotic, is that you can get swept really easily, but, like, because of how people, because of how, like, the creatures are oriented, sometimes that takes, like, 40 minutes. So that is the one downside of Chaotic, is that you can get, like, games that feel it's kind of like the Vanguard problem, sort of, where, like, you can have games that, like, maybe appear technically close, but when you analyze them, it's like, no, the game was lost from the start. You just kind of, like, dawdled around for forever. So far, it feels like the games are won by whoever can beat the opponent's ace. Yeah, right. You have a lot of the games where you have one ace monster, and it's, can you answer your opponent's biggest? I mean, that's like the whole game, right? Because the energy resets at the end of every fight, the question becomes, can you beat your opponent's strongest creature? If the answer is no, then you have lost the game, because that one creature will work your way through your entire board, regardless of if you kill their other 4 creatures. Like, it doesn't matter. That one creature will still kill you no matter what. So it can be tough. It's going to be a pain point for some people. It's definitely going to be a pain point for some people. Yeah, I have to play it in an incognito Chrome window. Some people have to reset their cache. There's, like, a bunch of stuff you have to do. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. The only reason I beat Maxor was because Tom rolled Jade Pillar, a location that moves counter. Oh, yeah, he didn't roll it on the Maxor turn. He rolled it on some, like, random dude, but I didn't know what was going on, and then the guy went boom. It was really funny. We did beat Maxor. If you watched the video, I think it's on YouTube right now, actually. We do beat the Maxor with the worst version of, with just the regular water deck, which is cool. But it's like, yeah, and it's like, if you can't beat the Maxor, you might as well just kind of concede, or you, like, play out the game for, like, meaningless brownie points. So that is going to be a pain point with some people, in that it is one of those games where you kind of get, like, the illusion of a game sometimes. You'd actually be very focused on 2 stats, focus on speed and wind. Yeah, I focus on courage and wisdom. And then Como beat me on wisdom. So my deck turned off. That's another thing, too, about the decks. Right now it's tough because, like, I only have this many cards. I can't really choose from a lot. We kind of just have to play with, we just have to play what we have. And what we have is a lot of wisdom challenges. It's all, like, wisdom challenges, and then filling it out with, like, other challenge cards that, like, are theoretically good until someone just, like, goes one step above you, and you're like, oh. Also, Como turns off all my stat boosting battle gear that put me at relevant numbers. It's just, like, it's just a super bad matchup. Can I get more cards like Jade Pillar for learning about it, to be honest, because I had to change how I play in my tech. Yeah, like, locations that make you, like, change up how the game plays is really cool. Not a ton of them really exist. But yeah. Canadian deck. No, it seems like decks naturally will go to a element and then, like, 2 stats. Right? Like, my deck is very water and then water wisdom. And then it just so happens that, like, the Realms have big courage, so I can play some big courage cards. And then this power is just a good 0-pointer, and Realm has more power. It has almost as much power as he'll have courage, so it kind of works out sometimes. I'm not getting Maxor. I don't want Maxor. I'm not going to negate Maxor. I'm good. I don't want him. I'm good. I want interests. I also need good music. Music really helps you actually like do stuff in combat. So much of mine is just useless. Best sword decks I faced are those who are able to just out heal me. Yeah, I just don't have it. I have like the Dov's okay, and then I have like the heal 15, but then that's it. I have the heal 15, and then if this comes up, it's good. The rest of these are really bad. This doesn't actually work. This is it's relevant for one really bad play. I guess this is bugged apparently, and then this also didn't really work the way it was supposed to, but is also not great because I don't think people really have battle gear that's worth sniping. This also feels really bad when you learn that Colmo's in the game, and it's like, oh, I can just have this on a creature for free? Dang. Carnival Confusion helps me make use of my water attacks in the game. Let's give me... Hey, there we go. We'll take it. We'll take on... Hey, W Underworld. Ugh. But, like... There are a lot of games of Chaotic that are like, wow, we could have finished this game way quicker by just playing a 1v1. It would have been like the same outcome. When I first started rerolling my accounts, I had 4 good battle gear and at least 3 good music. It took 2. I mean, hey, that's what you get for grinding for 2 hours, right? You get rewarded with good stuff. I don't know what's good, so I just played what I got. And you know, that felt like the truer experience, to just play what we get. I'm usually going to damage depending on how much they're dealing me. Yeah, trust me, when I get to play, I'll have at least 1 battle gear or sniping. I won't say much more on that though. Okay, well I have to. I don't get the good battle gear removal cards, so I have to play this thing. Reroll is the most important part. I'm not rerolling. I'm not gonna reroll on the random Chaotic game. I ain't going that crazy. I just want to learn. I just want to try out the game so I can establish opinions on it to make videos about, and for when the game comes out. That's all we're really doing here. We're just acquiring a knowledge base to then talk about the game with, you know? That's the main goal. We're not trying to, like, grind out ranked. Because, again, that's the thing with Chaotic, is it's, like, it's a fun enough game, but it's not one that I'd want to, like, really play constantly. Like, I don't think I'd ever really want to grind out Chaotic ranked. Like, maybe if I had just, like, a fun deck that I liked playing, I would try it, but it's not really, like, a game I want to, like, grind and, like, get good at. You know, it's a game I would want to, like, I think I would want to, and I feel like you're supposed to play far more casually than anything. I want to check attacks are random, so the best shot at useful cards is to show off the cards of the reroll. Yeah, that makes sense. I spent more time watching the live battles than actually playing. Yeah, right. Like, it's fun enough, but I'm not gonna, like, best retro format, not yet. Hey, remember, if you look at the thumbnail, it shows you the order. So that's going to happen like right now because I only have like 40 minutes left of the stream. So we're going to rush through that really quick. For higher chance of creatures, make sure to pay attention to the creature activity bar. Yeah. Well, I mean, I scan when I have time in the day to scan. If the creature activity, like the creature activity bar is just going to be the creature activity bar. What game is this? This is Portal to Param. This is one of the many ways to play Chaotic online before the game comes out in October. And it's pretty fun. If you want to give Chaotic a try, I recommend checking it out. It is quite the blast. I would want to fight a Codemaster, otherwise I agree. Yeah, right, like play it until you get fight a Codemaster, and then like you're kind of like done. But yeah. Focus on the main Overwatch. No, I need to get the swamp so I can start the interest quest. I need to get the interest quest, guys. I don't think you guys are understanding why I'm playing this game. I'm not trying to build best overworld deck ever. I'm not trying to even get good cards. I just want the interest. And she's in the swamp. And the swamp is next to the Riverlands. And I have the Riverlands. So I'm scanning the Riverlands. Exactly. Kitty go purr. I'm getting interest. Alright? You know what? That's the thing, right? And I think that's where, like, the joy of Chaotic should be. Interest quest is, but, well, hold on. I still have to get to the swamp and find the quest. So hopefully it'll be patched by then. So I got time. Alright? But I got time. But now, like, I think this is where, like, the enjoyment of Chaotic comes from. Like, I don't think you should, like, grinding ranked, no more updates, so it's just bugged forever. I think they'll, like, at least fix some stuff and not be like, bugged forever. Unless, did they really say, like, bugged forever? Sorry. That'd be crazy. There's no way they just went, bugged forever. Like, I can get no more new stuff. But going, bugged forever is a little ridiculous. Like, they gotta fix that at least, right? But like I was saying, like, I don't think it's gonna be very fun to like May all for a month. He's away fixing the interest quest. Obviously, he's taken the last month to fix the interest quest so I can get interest. Like, clearly. Well, he's closing the game when it gets released, I assume, because of like cease and desist and stuff. Like, they don't want to have a extremely like competing IP. But no, he's fixing the interest quest. That's why he's taking so long. He left for a month so he can make sure that we get interest. All right, he got the interest quest yesterday. Oh, see, don't give me hope. Don't give me hope like that. Maybe he already fixed it. Maybe he fixed it and shadow dropped it and didn't tell anyone. And only the true interest truthers can actually go scan the quest. But no, I trust him. He's gonna fix the interest. What I was saying, like, I don't think it's gonna be all that fun to grind like ranked and play the game a bunch. But what I do think is gonna be fun is like grinding, like what I'm like grinding for interest, hunting down interest, trying to get like the cards that you want. I think that's a more fun grind in chaotic terms than like grinding ranked and playing the game a bunch. I think the best way to like experience chaotic and interact with it is more so trying to grind for like creatures and cards you want to build the decks that you like than it is trying to like optimize and build the best thing possible and grind ranked. I feel like if you try to do that, you're gonna run out of fun very quick. So, you know, I won't recommend it. I won't recommend it. For game 4, bro. It's the Knicks, baby. It's the Knicks. The Knicks are gonna go all the way. It's gotta be the Knicks. But yeah, I think chaotic is more fun when you go hunt for cards instead of hunting for wins and ranked. But we'll see. That's enough about chaotic. I gotta transition to the last thing on the docket. And I'm not gonna lie, the only reason the last thing that's on the docket is because I really wanted to have 3 activities on the thumbnail so it would look good, and I couldn't think of a third thing to do. And I went, I should do something Vanguard themed. What do I talk about? And I like, after racking my brain for like 5 minutes, I was like, you know what? Let's just talk about alt formats. Let's talk about Vanguard retro formats, because those exist but aren't really like popularized anywhere or not like extremely widely played. Chat, does anyone play any Vanguard retro formats? You do have to scan a lot in the day. But luckily I figured it out. I can play it on my phone. So I can just like at 4 different times during the day I can do my scan quests. I can scan right before bed, right when I wake up, at lunchtime, and then before I go to bed. So I get like 3 scans per day, or I can scan like before dinner, was it? I don't know. There's some timing where I can get like get a scan. You can see the whole screen. Yeah. I'll actually pull it up. I'll pull it up. My Vanguard season. Well, you're gonna think about it today because unfortunately, I make Vanguard videos for some reason, so I gotta talk about Card Fight Vanguard. But yeah, no, G-Boot, goated format, and that's gonna be one of the ones we're talking about. Retro formats of G without strides. Yeah, so that was a obviously in terms of retro formats, there's my fake format. There's my fake format that I invented. And if you want to play that, go watch the video. I haven't tested it a bunch, but I think it is very fun in theory. It is extremely fun in theory. Yeah, look, I got it on my phone, chat. I'm in the Riverlands. I got my scan quest going. I got Cape Portal Param on my phone. So now I can go. There you go. I got the whole thing right here on my phone. So I can scan from my phone. It's really nice. It's so nice. So the OG cards, dude. Yeah, no, Season 1 Vanguard is fun. Card fight Vanguard, baby. Card fight Vanguard. You know, scanning cards from your phone. Very nice. I haven't gotten to test out the format. I built some stupid decks for it that are really fun to play. One of them's not good, but it's really funny. But you know, if you want to check out that format, it's a format. I got you, dog. I got you. Streaming on YouTube, I figured out how to multi-stream. So if you still want to watch on Twitch, you can go do that. But as I can see, a majority of you are here on YouTube. So I will continue to stream right here on youtube.com. I don't know how the Discord bug I don't know if it got fixed. All I know is I play on a Google Incognito window, and then I've heard that some other people have to clear their cache. So if those don't work for you, I don't know what to do, unfortunately. Maybe you try a different device, you know? Try a phone. Might work. We're talking about retro formats as they were without any modifications or adjustments. G format pre Stargate Booster, no contest. Stargate is when bushy. Yeah. Well, actually, are you just a Zoo fan? What deck do you play? You can tell. Honestly, you can almost always guess a person's main clan based on which era of G they prefer. Because there is an era where almost every single clan was like either broken or very playable at one period of time. Sorry, Annual Power from the Bermuda sets gave you the Sigma Power Creep. Yeah, that was a bad cycle. Fenrir, Noah Reisman, and Gav. Okay. And you would take pre-Stargate? I would assume you would just say set 13, because pre-Stargate is Gridora sludge. Stupid freaking Gridora deck. I mean, I guess that wasn't that bad. In the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't that bad. Oh, maybe make another Discord account. Maybe just make another Discord account. There you go. That might work. That might work. Let's be real. I missed all of you. What does that say about me? Not much. It just says you're not an unk. I think the only thing that says about you is you're not a Vanguard unk. It was fair compared to the evil power, chaos, and full power. Yeah. I love full power Victor. The dude, 8-draw Victor was so fun. It was so broken. It was disgustingly foul, but oh, it was so much fun. I love 8-draw Victor. And then, yeah, Chaos getting support was kind of cringe. But that deck was beatable. That deck was beatable by then. It was fine. It was beatable by then. It was fine. That format was played Victor or lose. Yeah, it was great. It was so fun. I love Victor. Victor was so sick. It was awesome. I mean, you could maybe scam people with the leaders. Sometimes. Kinda. But no, I would play Zoo format. I like Asha. I'm a big Asha head. I love Neo Nectar. So I would definitely play, I'd play Zoo format. That format was fun. Dude, yeah, we got 2 unlockers and resist. It was great. We were chilling. It was awesome. It was so nice. So I hate Chaos Breaker. We got to be like, no. Don't no touchy. Not my stuff. No. So nice. I mean, it could still lock from like top of deck and drop zone, which is annoying and dumb, but it was pretty beatable. Because we just go G-Guard. Flip that over. It was so nice. Give me too much credit. I'm an unk because I was there when set 5 MOB finally. Dude, Giraffe. Old heads remember the old ride chains. Old heads remember ride chains, dude. Ooh. When did you quit then? Because there were a lot of points to quit between that and G. There's a lot of quitting points. I mean, basically, there's really only 2 real Vanguard retro formats. Basically, in the context of Yu-Gi-Oh! Retro formats, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has Goat and Edison, right? Vanguard also only really has 2 retro formats. You can play End of G, or you can just play End of G era, or like the G-Boot format, or you can play Break Ride. That's it. Tip off in 2 minutes. Tip off at 8:30 for me. Keep me posted. Actually, I don't watch basketball. I'm sure I'll hear about it later. Probably best she could have been. Yeah, Ultimate Stride was really good. Ultimate Stride was the point where, like, every clan was... Not every clan. Zoo Booster, right? Let's see. Yeah, technically Zoo Booster was the point where every clan was pretty playable to some degree. You could argue maybe Stargate because pre-Zubat Victor was really, really bad. It was, like, playable, but Rush Victor was really bad. But like post set 13, that really made a lot of the unplayable clans playable. And it was peak Vanguard. The problem with G era and End of G specifically is that if you play casually, it's the best format ever. It's so good. But if you try to play like competitive, if you play like the G meta at the time, it was awful and crit. So like competitive players look at End of G with disdain, but casuals like love End of G because all of your clans got like pretty playable. So the games were really fun. You Google the show and got PTSD. It's a good show, dude. Season 1 Vanguard is peak. All right, it's a good show. Quitting point was like set 3 of Break Ride. I don't remember exactly why it went, but I started Break Ride with full powered Liberator. I can't remember where it stopped. That's probably one where you just like fall out of the game. Like set 3 Limit Break is gonna is not a format that's gonna make you quit. It's probably just like just kind of fell out of it. Confusing Nadrin and interest. Yes, let's go. We can get interest, baby. Back on the grind. We're back on the grind. Yeah, I don't need this stupid wizard. Who cares about the wizard, man? I mean, I love wizards, but like, I want the interest. All right, I want interest. I think the meta in Zoo Booster format is infinitely more interesting and allows for greater diversity than Stargate and Apocrypha. Oh, I agree. No, I'm only memeing because I like Victor. I'm literally only memeing because I like Nova Grapplers. The format is awful. Like, if you look at like the format holistically, is terrible and really bad. And then set 14, like, I would prefer, like, I wouldn't actually say it, but if someone was like, hey, do you want to play end of G no meta format? Like, I'd be like, absolutely, hands down. But then it's like, how do you define what's meta? That's when it gets a little stinky. But yeah, got interest. We're getting inches. Oh, I'm grinding now. Forget grinding ranked. That's cringe. I'm grinding for interest. That's what we're doing. That's what makes the game fun. But yeah, you know, Vanguard Retro formats, there's really only 2. There's G-Boot, which is end of G with that custom ban list that's maybe good. I don't know. I'm just going to believe them that it's good. You got 60 people on a G-Boot tournament. Let's go! Highest record, 60 is a lot. 60 is good. For an online Vanguard tournament, that's a good number. That's a very good number. So I haven't, like, played a ton of it, but it's, in theory, good. And then there's Limit Break. Or there's Break Ride, which is a weird one. And honestly, I think Break Ride, like Retro Break Ride, is in the exact same category for me as Yu-Gi-Oh! GOAT format. Of, like, it's this old head Vanguard format that is from an era when the game was really fun. And a lot of people look back on it really fondly. Maybe I'd compare it more to Tengu Plant than GOAT, but it's one of those formats where like everyone talks about GOAT. Like GOAT's the greatest format ever. It's so good. It's true Yu-Gi-Oh! And then you go and play it and you're like, this format's boring. This format's really boring. And it's just whoever resolves Delinquent Duo into like BLS. And every deck is just like Chaos Turbo. So not gonna lie, Limit Break Ride, as much as I love Break Ride, it might be my favorite era of Vanguard. It's kind of a bad retro format. It's not a very good retro format. About VBTO 5 when you got Tsukiyomi, that deck was cool. Tsukiyomi was kind of cool. But that's a good spot to jump back in. You kind of got past the really bad V stuff into like when V was like medium fine, and then right before it got broken again. I think Break Ride is a bad retro format, even though I love it. I have them right here. I have 2 Break Ride decks. I didn't prep this, I know. I have Lukier Reverse and Dauntless Drive Dragon. I'd be playing some Break Ride. Also, we kind of cheat. Technically, my play group, we don't play like retro Break Ride. We play summer 2014 format. We specifically leave out BT15. Because I'm not going to cap, I think BT15 kind of ruins the format. Also, I kind of wanted to play Pale Moon, but my playgroup's pretty casual, and I didn't want to blow people up with Venus. So that was another reason. But I do think BT15 really sucks in that format. I mean, and you can say this about really any Vanguard format. Look at any Vanguard era. Every single time the last set of that era like kind of just destroys the format and makes it like really unfun and broken. And it happens almost every single era that you can think about. But like, man, so Break Ride is one of those that like I will look back on fondly, and I'll always play it if someone wants to. But I could never imagine someone being like, yeah, I main Break Ride format. I only want to play Break Ride. Not gonna lie, that's low-key kind of crazy. More love for me than most, because Malkuth. Okay. See, I have a friend who only plays, pretty much, well, not only plays Angel Feather, but big Angel Feather main. If they could only play Angel Feather, they would. They hate Malkuth Melix. They don't like robots. They want to play angels. And it's very funny to hear them complain about it. Insight and Performance older than mid G is limited because it's when I started. Okay, that's valid. That's totally fine. You're praising Goat anymore. You're people praising Edison more than Goat. Yeah, Goat fell off because a bunch of old heads praised it. Then everyone tried it, realized it was boring and bad, and then didn't talk about it ever again because it's boring and bad. Also, yeah, it basically got solved. It's not good. You just play some sort of version of a chaos slop pile. It's not fun. Every deck's almost identical. So Go pretty much got solved, and everyone tried it and went, actually, you guys are yapping and wrong. This format sucks. And then we all just kind of collectively forgot about it and ignored it. I mean, there's still people that like it and they play it, but it's this vast minority of players. So Goat's kind of just gone. Break Ride, the problem with Break Ride is the decks are, it's still really old Vanguard. So decks are extremely samey. Like, all the archetypes kind of have the same set of base cards. So a lot of the decks are really samey, and then the decks that are good are way more good than the decks that aren't. Like, your tier in Break Ride is very, like, polarizing. I agree. I think the Angel Robots are cool. But my Angel Feather main friend despises them. So, who am I to say anything? But I think they're neat. I just think they're neat. But yeah. Break Ride's fine. It's one of those ones that's fun to bust out every once in a while. But there are some decks that are just far and away better than others. If you're all playing, like, meta Break Ride, there's enough deck diversity that it's fine. But there is a very clear line between, like, the good decks and the bad decks, so it kind of has a bit of a problem there. I don't know what G-Boot's meta, I don't know how even is G-Boot's meta. I don't know what the meta exactly looks like. I think I've seen some tier lists, but I don't know if I entirely trust them. It's really hard to trust Vanguard tier lists. I know that the Break Ride meta is a decent chunk of meta strategies in, like, the competitive tier, and then way down here is every other clan in the game. And that's kind of yeah, you could consider that kind of a problem. But yeah, I don't know if there's an actual, like the G-Boot meta is, like, a little unknown to me. Favorite clans are Mega Colony, OT, and Angel Feather with special mention to V Yasue. That's fair. Man, you play some unloved, unsupported decks. I guess in V it was better. You got way more OTT support in V. But the Mega Colony Angel Feather, you were relegated to the once per year unliked booster. It's okay. I played Neo Nectar, so I got this exact same treatment. We got the good old once a year support. It was a blast. It was I mean, it was quite the time. It was quite the time to be around. I'll say that. It was quite the time to be around. But no, I think if there is, like, a perfect Vanguard retro format, it's probably the G-Boot thing. It's probably end of G with their, like, whatever custom ban list thing. I think that's the best way in which Vanguard can have a retro format that's, like, the best representation of, like, what good Vanguard can be. Every other retro format is all, especially if you do it like the Yu-Gi-Oh style where you don't modify anything, any retro format is always going to be, yeah, Vanguard was really fun during this time, except for this deck that was tier 0. Right? You're almost always going to encounter that. The best thing you can do is do end of G, where you have access to everything, and then, like, strip back some parts to try to balance it. But, I mean, some things are still probably going to be better than others. It'd be like that sometimes. If you're a modification, I'll try Zoo. Yeah, I think Zoo was a fine time to be around. People were complaining about Gridora, but I think a lot of it was pretty unwarranted. Like, the deck was good, but not, like, crazy. If you had to just pick a point, if you had to do, like, the Edison style, pick a point in time, Zoo's probably a good one to do it. The only problem you run into is, like, D-Police is arguably unplayable. Like, it's really bad. What else? I mean, Victor's really bad, but then your option is either Victor being crazy or Victor being bad. Genesis is fine enough. If anything, Genesis just gets more broken. DI kind of has a problem. DI is really underwhelming. You still have blasters. Gear Chronicle's still good. And then, yeah, everything's pretty solid at that point. The only thing you're really gonna lose out on is V-Police, a non-Chaos Breaker Link Joker deck. Oh, how good was the Stargate Messiah support? I feel like it was kind of mid. But yeah, Zoo's probably like the best place you can land. Unless you like find a way to kneecap Victor. But nah. Shadows are still good enough. Shadows are playable enough. They would be fine. Yeah, End of G was fun. End of G is a very much like if everything's broken, nothing's broken format, where just everything does everything. But it was really fun. It was a good time. It was a very good time. But yeah, chat. I think for APOC, Lord was still. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Lord was playable. It was perfectly playable. It wasn't as fun. Yeah, right? It wasn't as fun. You didn't have Fwamna. You didn't get to go Solitaire go burr. Right? But you still got the Drag Strider people. You hit Ritual 7, you blew them up. Right? Like it was perfectly serviceable. Yeah, if Moko didn't bring Angel Feather in my top 3, probably be like Tachikaze, Nubatama. Dude, you're playing some hated clans. You get no support, dog. Dude, GBT 13 Tachis though. End of G Tachi, so fun. That deck was a blast to play. If you guys just tried the Claret Stride and go, you did get to try the Claret Stride and go +6. You did get to try Claret Stride and go +6. That's kind of true. If you wanted to play Claret, that was kind of fun. The Claret was cool. Such a cool deck. And then V made it kind of cringe. V made Claret kind of cringe. Claret was cool. Sign in. But yeah, best retro format. G, just play G. If you want to play a Vanguard retro format, just play G boot. Anything else is, I mean, you're gonna have to take my word for it. That's just how it goes. Yeah, if you want a retro format, play G boot. Play G boot. I want to stream. I don't want to. Chad, I think I've decided. I don't really want to stream on the weekends. Everyone's busy on the weekends. Everyone's doing stuff over the weekends, and I'd rather not stream on the week. I'd rather give people something to do on the weekdays. I do have a fun so okay. Next stream, it's gonna be viewer duels. Yeah, right. They really ruined V Claret. It was rough. You're welcome. I'm so glad you came out and enjoyed it. It was a good stream. It was a very good stream. So now I have to schedule. I guess I got to do chaotic viewer duels now. I've agreed to that. That's going to be fun. Chaotic viewer duels, which I guess is good because I don't know how long. I have another thing I think I want to do. Maybe. Oh, yeah. How long? How much am I going to do over? That how? I don't even phrase that. Nah, it'll just be a fun stream. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream because Game 4 is starting. Everyone, go root for the Knicks. All right, go root for the Knicks. Hopefully they got it in the bag. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out on the stream. The next stream will probably be Monday because I don't really want to stream over the weekend. I think people should go outside and have fun with their friends, and I can't stream tomorrow because I'm busy. So next stream is going to Monday. Look out for chaotic viewer duels and then special fun thing that I still have to figure out what I want to do for it. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Have a good night. Goodbye, everybody, and go Knicks. Bye!